I'll call this Bang Bang. Seriously?
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass.
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up. Pull up, bitch.
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass.
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up.
Objection. Objection.
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up. KO. Bang bang.
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up. You're a bitch, bro.
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass.
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up. Right?
Yeah.
The bang bang, the bang bang, pull up. The bang bang, the bang bang, pull up.
Bang, bang.
Right?
Yeah.
The bang bang, the bang bang, pull up. The bang bang, the bang bang.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
All right, Mr. Valle, your next witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor, the Commonwealth will call Trooper Michael Proctor to the stand. State your name and spell your last name for the jury.
Michael Proctor, 𝗺𝗄𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
You're a bitch, bro.
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass. I will fuck you up.
I'm going to allow it.
Bang, bang.
I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass. I will fuck you up.
I'm going to allow it.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
My name is Aidan Kearney.
Known online as
Turtleboy and is a senior editor for
TBDailyNews.com.
They call me
Dr. Turtleboy.
This is my preferred pronoun. Daddy.
What's up, Daddy?
Journalism Jesus. 𝗃𝗄𝗃 Kearney.
The one and only Turtleboy.
Turtleboy. What's up, Slick? The doctor is here.
This guy's a bad motherfucker.
That's quite the intro.
I've broken a lot of major stories. I've been doing it for about 11 years. I used to be a high school teacher.
Turtleboy has changed a lot over the years. I was once a blogger, but now I'm much more accurately known as an award-winning journalist, a satirist, and an activist. Boom!
They're screaming your name here.
You're the crowd daddy.
Crazy. People either love me or hate me.
Listen, Turtle, all right?
But either way, they're watching.
Don't make such fun of the criminal justice system.
Stop it. I'm never gonna stop. This fight's just getting started. Now let's get this party started. Yo! What's up, people? How's everyone out there doing tonight? Good? Good. Excellent. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aidan Kearney, if you're new here. Let me introduce myself. Go by a variety of nicknames that you can call me, all of which are acceptable, none of which are mandated. You can call me Uncle Turtleboy, Turtleboy will do. You can call me Dr. Turtleboy. It's my preferred pronoun of choice. I actually appreciate when you do that, because if 𝗃𝗏𝗇𝗆 is a doctor, fuck it, everyone's a doctor, especially me. And I've quite frankly accomplished a lot more in life, and I don't charge $750 an hour and bilk the taxpayers out of it. So you can call me Daddy if you'd like, which for some people can be weird, but for others it can be playful, flirtatious, even fun. So I will allow it. You can call me different derivations of that, like Fridge Daddy is also acceptable. I'm the master of the fridge. You can call me Crowd Daddy, master of the crowd. You can call me Journalism Jesus. You can call me 𝗬𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Kearney. That's my true crime name. I don't care what you call me. Just be here every Tuesday and Saturday night, and smash that subscribe button for me. Hook it up and hit the notification bell, you name it. What are we up to for subscribers now? 163,000. We're going to get to 164 one of these days. And guess what? If it doesn't, I don't give a shit. We got a lot of people here. Doesn't matter. I only want people who want to be here anyway. So we're good. All right. So anyway, on top of that, what else? What do we got going on? Yeah. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff. What was I going to say? Yeah. Old school shirt here tonight. Some of these, it's like the free Karen Reed stuff. It's like we freed her. I don't even know what to do with it anymore. It's like a collector's item at this point. That's like most of my shirts are like free Karen Reed related stuff. And, we already freed her. So I don't even know what else there is to do. Is Turtle Chat not pinned? Hold on. I got to pin the Turtle Chat. Hold on. Stand by. Thanks for the reminder there, pal. All right, hold on. Time out. Let me find it. Turtle Chat. There it is. Turtle Chat. Where'd it go? Pin that mofo. All right, cool. It's pinned to the top. Cool. We'll get to that in 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. tvdailynews.com. Yeah. Got to make sure it's working. Can you guys get on it okay? Hopefully you guys can get on. I got to see if I can get on. Hold on. Shirt auction at the Wilbur. Oh, that's true. I can get rid of a bunch. That's true. I could do that. Official Turtleboy shirts. I'll sleep in it. I'll sleep in one each night so you guys can. No, that's kind of weird. But I definitely need to get some sort of merch. We're 10 days away from the Wilbur show, and boy, am I excited about this. We're getting closer to a sellout, folks. Apparently they never show. They almost never sell out at the Wilbur. And, so the show that's there the night before, if you go on it, there's no offense to the guy you go on the night before. I'm sure he's great, but it's just, they got a lot of empty seats, less than half filled. And here's ours. Hold on. Remind me later. Here's ours. It's almost filled. Let's go to the Wilbur's thing right now. I want to see this. All polls. Okay. Let me see this. Where'd it go? Wilbur Theater. Wilbur Theater. All right. We go on their Facebook page, and then I go to the big announcement that they had on, there it is. August 11th, they announced. Let's click on this. I'll bring it up on here. Buy tickets. Yeah, this is all that's left. As you guys, let's see. Right there. We sold out these went the first day. I don't know how many seats are down here. A lot. Hundreds. And then up here in the mezzanine, bro, the middle mezzanine has 1 seat left. This one's got 3. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got 9 seats left up here. And then up here we got plus 57. So that's 66. Plus 65. So that's 131. Plus 66. So that's 197. We got less than 200 tickets left, which means we've sold like 900, which is wild. Bro. We're going to get a sellout for this. This is some crazy shit. A sellout that would be, that would be the biggest fuck you to all the haters, wouldn't it? If we just sell out the goddamn Wilbur Theater, that would be dope on a Friday night in Boston. I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait. I can't wait. This is like what I'm looking forward to the most. It's going to be awesome. And it's one of many to come. Many shows that we're going to do, hopefully. Maybe some will be at the Wilbur. Who knows? It's going to be awesome. I just can't wait. And I hope to meet a lot of you fine people there. It's going to be a fun night. We're definitely going to stick with the no phones thing. You know, if that's a surprise to you, then, you know, you could bring phones in. I'm not going to take your phone or anything like that. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to let everybody at the beginning of the show, we're going to be like, everybody take your phone out right now. Okay. And just video record this if you want. Video record around you. Take a 30-second video. All right. If you want to do it, go do it right now. And then you could have that and you could post it later on social media. All right. And that's it. That's all you get now. And then put them away for good. And I'm not trying to, like, you know, kick. I mean, these are my supporters. I'm not, if somebody's like, instinctively we go, you know, you go on your phone, you see what time it is. Like, I'm not going to have anybody booted or anything like that. But I'm also just encouraging people, you know, like, just what I don't want is somebody going on there with their goddamn phone and recording it. Like, that would be obvious. So it's like, you can't do that. Like, that's a dick move. You know, it's a dick move. So just have fun. Enjoy your time. It's going to be great. You know, it's like old school. This is the theater, bro. It's the theater. Like, it's cultured. This is not the ground round. You know, you can't just come to, this isn't the Applebee's. You can't just take your phone out whenever you want and film it. This is cultured here. This is the theater district in Boston. You know, live in the moment. Exactly. Like, whatever happened to living in the moment, Jamie? Like, you just enjoy the show. Have a good time. You can go on your show, on your thing, you know, in between. No bailiff required. I think we're going to have ushers. So, you know, in between, like, there will be an intermission there. You can go on there, maybe post it then, say I'm having a great time, blah, blah, blah. There you go. Boom. Done. So it's going to be awesome. The Wilbur Theater is going to be gross. Yeah. What else? Yeah. Okay. I was at the Wilbur Theater last month. Everyone had their cells out. Well, this is a little more cultured. When Turtleboy's there, this is a cultured show. You know, this is a high class, highbrow show with me and Auntie Deb. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. All right, cool. Yeah. So if anybody wants to have their messages read, Turtle Chat is pinned to the top. You can say basically whatever you want, as long as you don't, like, get a little too personal or anything like that. I'm probably going to read your message out, you know, whatever. If you know, and you can pay whatever you want, $5, $10, $100. I don't care. You put it in my G string. I'm going to read it. You guys might have noticed Ratchet Madness Elite 8 is going on right now. So you might want to get your votes in. We had so many people tried voting earlier, like overloaded the website, but these are close. So the first matchup, as you guys know, is Jennifer McCabe against Michael Morrissey. And both of them have been winning by a lot in their matchups. We'll see. Let's just put it this way. Neither one is going to get a blow. I've seen the results so far. I know which way this is going to go. I'm not going to tell you who's leading. Who do you guys think's leading? Who do you think's winning that? Jen McCabe or Meatball Morrissey? It's, you know, it's not a blowout. It's close, right? One is winning somewhat comfortably, right? But definitely not by as much as before. So we'll see this time around who wins that one. So that's the first matchup. All four of these are real. I don't know what the close. To me, that one is the one I'm most sure of. Like, I think I know who's going to win that one. The other three, it goes in order of the one I'm most sure of is that one. Second most sure of is Proctor 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗺. Third most sure of is 𝗵𝗵𝗺 fake victim. Fourth more sure of the one that I really have no fucking clue who's going to win, 𝗵𝗏𝗏 versus Higgins. That one to me is talk about anyone can win, like anyone can win. So let me go see. So I've seen who's winning the Jen McCabe one. Now let me see who's winning the crusty one. I'm just curious for my own. I'm not going to tell you guys who's winning, but maybe you'll be able to gauge my reaction and see what they say. Hold on. I got to turn the AC on. It's freaking hot. It gets stuffy. It's like, it's that time of year where it's like, oh, should I open the window or turn the AC on? I keep the AC on till like October. I don't care. Hold on. Oh, it timed out. I keep getting these gateway timeouts. I don't know, it didn't work. Hold on, one more time. I'll try it. Come on, work this time. God damn it. All right, cool. Anyway, hopefully it'll load. It's not working right now. Whatever. All right, cool. Also, we're live on Rumble right now. Shout out to the Rumble Rats. How many are there? 29 of you. Nice to see. Rumble's where we go when things get taken down over here on YouTube. Although I'm trying to cut down on the swear words in order to, not have it, get kicked off of YouTube all the time. I'm working on it. I haven't said the C word on here in a while, so we'll see. All right. Anyway, what else is it going to say? Other announcements I got. You guys think of anything? I forget. All right, cool. Let me read some turtle chat, shall I? To start. Today is September 2nd, correct? Yeah. And also my Cash App, if you prefer that, is $Uncle Turtleboy. Okay. All right. Rosaline sends $10 and goes, Dr. Crowd Daddy, great show tonight. Just one comment. Did anyone else get Joel STS vibes when watching Howie's show promoting his new book? That's all I kept thinking about, both of them. Buy my book, love ya, XOXO. I mean, when you write a book, you got to promote it. Joel's worse. It's not really comparable because Joel wrote his book like 18 months ago. And Joel's book is about his mom. And it's called Surviving the Survivor, which makes her sound bad, like something that you would need to survive, like like when you say the word survivor, you're like, oh, like rape victim or Holocaust survivor, right? Like you think like, sir, you're a survivor. So Joel is calling himself, he's surviving the survivor. Like, and he just uses her story for his own to be like, my mom, Carm, we call her Carm around here. Oh, Carm. I like Carm. Carm's my girl. She's lived a great life. Her biggest mistake was giving birth to Joel. That's the only thing she fucked up on. Besides that, she's got a pretty cool life, flawless. And I think she would admit that. I think she would be the first person to admit that, we're not perfect. Not everyone's perfect. We all make mistakes. Some of us, go to fake victims apartment and, have conversations about fake abortions of fake babies in real driveways at 3:30 in the morning on Christmas Eve. Others give birth to Joel. So, we all make mistakes. So it is what it is. And I don't want to dwell on the Howie thing. I don't give a shit. Like it's over. Like Billy Bush, I'm going on Billy Bush's program tomorrow. And one of the things he wanted to talk about was the Howie show. And I go, I don't want to talk about that. Like there's nothing to talk about. Like it happened. It's over. I don't care. It's not it is what it is. I have nothing to say. That's it. So, and bigger, like I got the Wilbur show in 10 days. That's what I'm focusing on. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So it is what it is, but I'll go on there tomorrow. I always like going on with Billy. I feel like, Trump went on That's how I knew about who Billy Bush was. It was like through the Access Hollywood tape. I'm like, I'm in, like, yeah, like, who are your guests? Oh, it's Donald Trump, Turtleboy. So that's the company I'm keeping now. I'm like, you know, the warm up, you know, the after show for Trump. Except I'm not going to get him in any trouble. We're not going to have any hot mics talking about grabbing him by the pussy, which still makes no sense. How do you grab someone by that? Doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I digress. All right, next up. Jody sends $50. Thanks, Jody. And says, Turtleboy, keep up the great fight. We got your back every step of the way. Oh, no, she sent that the other night. I'm reading an old one. Thank you. Damp Dollar Donna, there's a name, sends $10 and goes, I want to give Judge Doolin the benefit of the doubt, but every day that he continues to sit on the unimpound town motion, it gets harder. That's what she said. This shit is a complete joke and never should have been hidden from the public in the first place. Just give us the fucking text messages. Free Turtleboy. Well, you're not going to hear a bad word out of my mouth about Judge Doolin because my life is in his hands. So you're not going to hear that from me. I find him to be, compared to all these other judges, pretty goddamn fair. I think he gets it. I've seen him in action with other defendants in his courtroom. He's not the kind of guy that like wants to just ruin your life and put you in jail for bullshit. Like he's just, you could tell he's not that kind of guy. Corrupt might. Judge Crap or Judge Corrupt as they call him. He might do that. Auntie Bev might do that. But I just don't get that vibe from Doolin. Yeah, like, and nobody's perfect, you know, like it's sure we would like him to be on us and rip Cosgrove apart. We would like all that, but like realistically, that's just not going to happen, you know? So you got to take what you can get. And, you know, so, and I guess that's what the definition of fair is. I'm sure eventually he'll rule in our favor with that. He's got to, you know, there's no, actually, no, my favorite judge is Pomerol. That guy is awesome. He's, you know, denied me going to jail, which was cool. And he amended the fake victims order with me. He found me not guilty with the fake victim. Like he gets it, man. I love his style in court as far as like getting people in and out. Like he might seem mean to some people because if you watch that, he's just like, he cuts you off a lot when you're testifying. He's like, no more. No. So you answered the question. Next question. Just watch what he did to Mello when Mello was in there trying to revoke my bail. And he's just like, how is he dangerous? Go. Dangerous. Go. He's like, Your Honor, there's a Pornhub. How is that dangerous? Porn. Like, what are you talking about? So, yeah. We'll see. But, yeah, I have full confidence that we're going to win. And let me tell you, man, the Bederow Megamotion is the best motion you're ever going to see. It's better than anything in the Kearney case. It's more action-packed. Like, we're going to have some shit in there that you've never seen before. Again, we have Jennifer McCabe's entire cell phone extraction from January 29th to February 2nd. We have shit that the Reed team has never seen, that she doesn't know about, that they're going to find out about when they read our Megamotion. Like, they're like, dude, there's some, I'm telling you, it's fucking wild. I was going through a Bederow today and we were just like, oh my God, some of this shit is just madness. Like when you put it all together, like Jennifer McCabe is worse than you thought. Like just fucking what she did with the fucking the 14-year-old. She was 14 at the time. Like what she did with that, it's unforgivable. Like you're like, holy shit, absolutely insane. But that's a good question. That's a good question. That's what one thing we're gonna have to, you know, I'm all about just asking. I subscribe to the policy of asking for forgiveness instead of permission, which is kind of what gets me into trouble a lot. But like, for instance, Cosgrove in open court doxed the affiant who wrote the affidavit claiming that Krusty Panties told her that she gets paid by the Commonwealth in couches to do whatever. So like that, her name was impounded. It was protected. And then he just says it out loud in court. And we were like, whoa, objection. What? But it happened. It's like, if I were the lawyer and I'm not the lawyer, I would just put all that shit in there anyway. And be like, oh, You mean we weren't supposed to talk about all these grave matters of public concern publicly? Oh, my bad. What are you going to go to jail? Like, what are you going to do? You're going to send my lawyers to jail? I don't know. That's just what I would do. But my lawyers are extremely ethical. So I'm not sure. Alan Jackson did that in one of his motions with Kearney. I forget what it was. Oh, but 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗍 lost his mind. Do you guys remember that? It was right before the trial. He put something in the Proctor. I remember what it was. It was Proctor saying that I'm watching this asshole on TV. I didn't watch Assholes Closing. Remember that one? We got that one too. And that was definitely protected. We weren't supposed to talk about that, but they put that in a public motion and then 𝗵𝗃𝗍 lost his mind. But it's like, bro, why the fuck? That's the perfect example of something that has absolutely no reason to be protected. None. Like, why should the public not know that Michael Proctor admitted after being exposed for all his text messages, goes and texts 𝗚𝗚 or emails 𝗚𝗚, I forget what he did, and says, I couldn't watch Assholes Closing. AKA I watched the rest of it, but not the closing. Insane. Fucking Chip. Yeah, Chip's a fucking missing a few chips, I think. He ate a lot of paint chips as a kid. Maybe that's why they call him that. Anyway, so yeah, the Megamotion dude is going to be one to remember. Every day, Bederow is like waking up at 5 a.m., drinking his coffee. You might have seen on the 𝗺𝗺 today, he says that you can expect that within 7 to 10 days, which is awesome, right around the time of the Wilbur. Isn't that nice? Wouldn't that be cool? And man, like, it just makes me so happy reading the Megamotion. Like, it's all, like, you might have noticed I didn't put any content today. Today was a Megamotion day. I was just on the phone with him all day, asking me for shit. We found out, dude, all the shit. And I just love how Krusty's going to get eviscerated in this. Like, I can't wait to tie her to everything. Cause that there's nothing more. And the trolls aren't going to like this one. The McAlberts are not going to like this one because, again, we have proven beyond any doubt that all of these charges came from Krusty Panties Esquire. Like, without her, none of these happen. And she is a complete shit show. We're going to get to some of that stuff tonight. What a shit show she is, but there's just so much. And so it's going to be like the Melanie Little stream on this is going to be at least 10 hours. Like, it's going to be so much. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, clear your schedules. The Glairer, Broken Baker, all the people, Brother Council, maybe even Mike. Here's a question. Will lawyer talk about it? Because that guy, I thought he was cool. I mean, I like Peter. Nice guy. But Peter specifically said during the trial, right, that he would have me on after the Kearney trial is over, right? He said that we would talk. We would discuss things. He's never talked about my case. Why? Why is that? I understand the Adelson things going on. It's all very interesting. And the Kearney civil trial, which they're all really into. We don't want to let that story go, right? But like, he's got, but my story, I don't give a shit what you say. My story is fucking more interesting than all these stories. Like, it's more interesting than Adelson because it's never happened before. The Adelson story has happened 4 times now. This is the 4th Adelson trial. It's the same shit over and over again. It's the same people. We get it. Okay. Yep. Donna and Charlie hired went through Katie McDonough, and then McDonough went and got her scumbag baby daddy, and then his Latin King, honorable, honest Louis Rivera gangster boy, and they went and they killed Danny Markel, and then Wendy got the kids and benefited from it, and now they're all going to jail, and maybe Wendy's next. It's the same fucking story every Adelson trial. I watched the Adelson trial today. I have it on in the background, like I listened to it, but like, I already know everything that happened here. Like, Donna hired a hitman. This is not brain surgery, and it's good. And it's also not as interesting when you know the outcome. Like, she's going to get convicted, guys. You know that. Like, there's a 0.0% chance that Donna Adelson does not get convicted. She's going to die in jail. She's going to die in jail. The only question is Wendy next? That will be the most interesting trial because that's the only one that could possibly end in acquittal. The only one, because that's a stretch. There's a reason they haven't arrested her yet. That will be the most interesting one. And it's like the spouse of the deceased. Like that's the most interesting one if Wendy gets arrested. Like imagine seeing her in, she's so prim and proper all the time. Like I just couldn't imagine her in, a prison jumpsuit. Like that would be crazy. But anyway, yeah, we got to get Luis Rivera on the show too. When he gets out in like 8 years, we'll get him on here. He's the most honest gangster I've ever seen. So, it's like with my case though, it's like my case is First Amendment, man. It's like everything's on. Like if you can't do what I did, then we don't have a country anymore. Like there's so much on the line with mine. Like if you can't go up to people and ask them questions without being, convicted of witness intimidation, we don't have a First Amendment. We don't have a country anymore. Like everything is on the line with this. It's not about, put your feelings about me aside, trolls. Okay. Just forget about me. Think if this happened to you. Like, do you want to live in a country where the government can do this to you? Like, yeah, sure. Right now, the scumbag cops have your back, right? They like you. But what happens when those in power don't like you? Have you ever thought about that for 1 second? Have you ever thought about like, what if some Turtleboy friendly person becomes district attorney? Do you want him to be, him or her, or they, them, to be able to just weaponize the powers of the government against you and just take away your First Amendment rights? Like, dude, I don't think you do. I don't think you do. So anyway, so there's that. There's one turtle chat out of the way. Next one. Suzanne sends $5 and says, have you been to the Wilbur yet to rehearse? Curious about setup. Also, reminder to make your therapy appointment. Well, thank you very much, Suzanne. I appreciate that. Free Turtleboy, she says. No, I have not, but I'm going to be going hopefully this week or sometime next week. That would be cool. Oh, yeah. So Peter, yeah, we got to get Peter on. Peter, as the Glare says, is at over 500,000 subs. He's basically trying to be the male Annie Elise. Ooh, he's aiming for mainstream opportunities. Nothing wrong with that, but it's why he's not. I would argue that you can be mainstream and cover my case. Like the mainstream media only kind of stopped coming, I guess. But they were at my arraignment. They were at the first few. I guess they lost their steam. I don't know. Anyway. No, you don't digress, Kylie. You're right. You literally cannot have democracy without the First Amendment. But I dare you don't digress. Actually, you slay. Okay, you leave us with hot truths there, right? Because without, and that's like the theme of the first book I wrote, I Am Turtleboy, is like, if a democracy cannot exist without a robust public square where people can talk about anything and discuss anything, no matter how controversial it is, no matter who it offends. That is the point. But yeah, I'd love to see Peter talk about this shit. I'd love to see that. Anyway, so next up. So thank you. So Megan sends $5 and goes, Fridge Daddy. Somebody wrote me an email today, called me Fridge Daddy. That's like the new thing. You don't want to know why. You don't want to know why. But I just purchased my tickets for the Wilbur minutes ago, and I'm so pumped to be supporting you. Mama needs a night out. One question. You've mentioned other guests on your streams. Are they going to be joining you on stage? Are you going to have a fridge on the stage? Just kidding about the second one. Oh, yeah. I'm going to give a demonstration in the class about why they call me Fridge Daddy for sure. I'll get you in trouble. No, yeah. I mean, oh, for sure. Definitely, we're going to have people on stage. Absolutely. So thank you very much. Okay, next up. All right. Cool. What do we have here? Kim sends $30 and goes, Dear Dr. Turtleboy, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I just have to ask you whether Raul Valle is charged or not. I hope you'll consider looking into the case. Oh, I've beyond looked into the case. I have watched the entire trial. I watched it in July afterwards. I did a binge. I was actually watching it a lot down the Cape when the kids were sleeping. I've taken notes on all the witnesses. I have a whole thing. I know too many white boy names from Connecticut. Like these are some of the whitest boy names ever. I don't know how Kevin Smith, the attorney for Raul Valle, remembered all these names. I'm sure he can't wait to forget them. But man, some of Tyler 𝗬𝗲, Jack Schneider. I mean, you go down the list of, I can't wait to forget all these kids' names, but they all have very different version of the story to tell. And I am 1000% going to cover the Raul Valle retrial, because I feel bad that, for Jimmy McGrath's family, he's obviously a victim. He should not have died, but what I think they're doing to that Raul Valle kid is wrong. He's just not, without a doubt, he stabbed Jimmy McGrath, who is dead because of that, right? But it is so wrong and immoral for them to just be like, yes, it's his fault and his fault alone that this giant brawl happened. And I don't know how somebody gets stabbed, like, if you're not involved in the fight. Like, that's to me too, like, how, that he was just walking by and got stabbed. Like, I mean, was he breaking it up? Who knows? But the other kids that got stabbed, the other three all testified, and they are three of the least likable people I've ever seen. Faison Teal, I think his name is, the only black kid in the whole thing, he got stabbed, and he was just the biggest douchebag up there. He's like, oh yeah, so I was stomping on his face, and then he stabbed me in the foot. It's like, yeah, good. I hope it hurt. It's like, so you guys jumped him. Okay, cool. And he's got the worst friends in the world with Jack Schneider and Tyler 𝗬𝗲. Just piece of, anyway. So it is what it is. So, fuck them all. So thank you. So she goes, yeah. Tyler 𝗬𝗲 comes from a wealthy family that owns a beer company. I think the prosecutor overcharged Raul. I'm suspicious that politics, power, and privilege are at play. I know you're really busy, but I think the situation is screaming for some award-winning investigative journalism. Thanks. I agree, Kim, completely. Mary sends $25, goes, hi, doctor. Is there a best way to set up an interview with you? Thank you. First Amendment freedom. I'm kind of done with the whore tour. So I'm not really looking to do any more long form interviews or anything like that. But maybe down the line somewhere, we'll see. All right, next up, Jenny Fresh sends $10, goes, hey, Dr. Turtleboy, it's all love from Seattle. Keep going the right thing and leave them skanks alone. I am leaving. I'm not doing the skanks. My skank days are over. No more skanks. Okay. You don't have to worry. I learned my lesson. I went to jail. I'm good. I'll be good. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. And by the way, I don't know how I see Seattle, obviously, how the Mariners, good luck to them. I mean, the Mariners good. You guys have actual home run hitters on that team. You have some stars, but we're still ahead of you, which reminds me, I wanted to go check the score out. The Sox end up holding on. Hold on. Did they hold on? They won yesterday. They beat the Indians 11-7. So that's good to see. All right, cool. All right. So, did the Yankees win? Did the Yankees lose? The Yankees won. Okay. Again, Yankees are playing well. Oh, the Yankees are winning. All right, cool. Anyway, and Jarren Duran, bro, hit an in the park home run yesterday. I did not realize. So I like Jarren Duran. Sorry, I'm going to talk about Sportsball for a minute. I like Jarren. I think Jarren Duran's cool. Like he is. He's the guy that got in trouble last year because he got in the hot mics calling some. He said he called a fan the F word, like not fuck, like fag, and he was on a hot mic and he had to like apologize and do that whole thing. But he's very open about his mental health issues and he's a really cool. I like Jarren Duran a lot, and he had a in the park home run yesterday, which is pretty rare. But I did not realize he has 12 triples. You guys know, like, that's fucking hard. Triples are like the rarest thing in baseball. They're like, that would have been his 13th if he didn't go all the way around. 12 fucking triples. I've never heard of that many triples in a season for one person. So I I like this Red Sox team. Like I was off the Red Sox for a couple of years. I stopped. They were too woke. I took a break, but they're fun. I like Jaron Duran. I like Roman Anthony. I like Aidan. I like it's how do you say his name? Trevor Story. Like it's a fun little squad that the Red Sox have going on, So we'll see. All right, cool. Next. Oh, and then what do I think of that? Oh, dude, I am rooting for North Carolina to lose every game. Like I loved watching because I fucking hate Belichick's stupid girlfriend. I hate her. Oh, I hate what she's doing to him. It's like abusive. Like it's like obviously he's choosing to do it. He's a grown ass man, but it's like, what is with these guys who have all this money and they're like, they want a 24-year-old? Like it's fucking weird. And I could understand a younger woman, totally get the appeal of that. Totally get it. But like, bro, you can get like a hot 40-year-old. Hot. If you're Bill Belichick. No problem. What do you want a 24-year-old for? Like what the fuck do you talk to a 24-year-old child about and you're 70-some years old? Why would you want that? She's not even hot. Like, I'm sorry. She's pretty girl. She's not even like, whoa, she's so hot. It's like, if you're going to date someone that, and Portnoy does it too. He loves them young. Like he loves 19, 20-year-olds. And I'm not being one of these guys that's like, I'm like, oh, I'm looking down on you. Like I'm above that, whatever. That's not my that's never been my demographic. No way. I'm not interested in that because I don't know what to talk to them about. I wouldn't even know what to say. I'm like, so do you like going on Instagram and TikTok and watching 6-second clips of music videos and recreating the dances? Because that's all I know about people your age is that's what you people like doing is like getting all dolled up and then going on TikTok and, doing a dance. And that's, I don't know what there's to talk about. So you guys don't even read my content. Like that's like my least, like that's something, it's my smallest demographic. It's like 5% of my content, my whatever. It's like, I've always been like a 35 to 44 crowd. Like that's my jam. I don't get it. I don't get what Belichick's doing. He's throwing away everything. Like he's gonna, I want him to bomb because I want her to be Yoko Ono. That's what I want her to turn into. Cause this shit's not cute. Like everybody's like, oh, I'm sure if you're a Tar Heel fan, it's not a football school. First of all, it's a basketball school. So you're a Tar Heel fan and you're like, oh yeah, this is dope. We got Belichick coming here. The Patriots, 6 Super Bowls. Awesome. Things are looking up for us. Go Tar Heels. Right. And then this hoe comes along and he's bringing her to practice. She's wearing high heels for some reason on the field. She's cutting him off during podcast. She's got him by the balls. And that shit's okay as long as you're winning. That shit's not cute if you're losing 40-something to 10 to TCU, who's not even ranked. The Horned Frogs. Give me a break. He's throwing, and so I want chaos. I'm a fan of chaos, and I think we're gonna get it. I haven't looked at their whole schedule. I don't know if they're playing Miami or Clemson in the ACC. I don't know, but if they do, they're gonna get fucking killed, and I can't wait for. I'm here for it. That's just what I want. I want chaos at North Carolina. I want it to get real uncomfortable for Belichick, so he has to choose between the girl or football. And he's going to choose the girl, by the way. There's no doubt about it. Like she's got him wrapped. Like he doesn't care. It's like, whatever. I won 6 fucking Super Bowls, but it officially puts to bed the Brady Belichick debate. Like that whole Belichick's overrated. I'm sorry guys. As a Patriots fans, that's one thing that we need to learn to accept. Like there's a lot of coaches that could have won 6 Super Bowls with Tom Brady. That's just a fact. We had Tom Brady, bro. We had the best fucking ever by a lot. And, yeah, sure. Belichick was a good coach, whatever. Might have cost us a Super Bowl against the Eagles with Malcolm Butler. I'm just saying. And, I'm just not convinced that like Pete Carroll or somebody like that or Andy Reid couldn't have won 6 Super Bowls here. I'm just, the whole thing was Brady. The whole fucking thing was Brady and Gronk and Edelman, like little shit like that you added on there. I guess he did draft those guys, so you got to give him something, but I don't know. He's also blown a lot of drafts. Whatever. I could rant on and on about that. I loved seeing them lose last night. That was great. All right, next up. Jenna Fresh. Did I read this one? No, I read that one. Leisha sends $5 and goes, there's zero reason they don't have those messages ready on 9/24. You are paying big money for attorneys every court date. They've had plenty of time. It's all a game. They want you broke like Karen. I don't really follow what you mean by that. Who doesn't? We've already have the messages. So I'm not sure what you mean by that, Alicia, but I appreciate the sentiment and thank you for the support. Next up, TB Oakley sends 25 smackaroos and says, I'll be flying in from Detroit. Nice. I would like a VIP ticket. Are they sold out? Unfortunately, they are. If so, can I still pay the VIP price for info on the after party? So just send me a message, TB Oakley. Just send me a message and we'll talk. Okay. I wouldn't do that to you. All right. But yeah, I'm going to tell the VIP people where I'm going to be jamming out afterwards, but be very cool. So thank you very much for that. And looking forward. You're flying all the way from Detroit. Least we could do is grab a beer. Chris from Arvada sends $10 and goes, Bederows on Redderwoes. Okay. Sorry, Daddy. I live in Colorado. I can't make it to the Wilbur. Please come to Denver soon, just for shits and giggles. I was supposed to be there. Free Turtleboy. I was supposed to be there this week for CrimeCon. I was supposed to be flying out Thursday or Friday. Obviously, that didn't happen. Susan Kendricks is the word I don't say anymore. But yeah, there's that. Next up. But you know what? It's like, I'm kind of glad I'm not going because I got my kids' games this weekend, their first games. And I'm coaching my son's flag football team. I found out today I'm coaching the flag football team. So looking forward to that. And so got to be there for the game, and they have their first soccer games this weekend and got to be, they play at the same time. So one parent has to go to one game. The other has to go to the other. We're going to switch up weekends, yeah. So is what it, fuck it. I don't care. I would much rather go to my kids' soccer game than fucking CrimeCon. Like it's way more, the people are cooler. The weather's better. No offense. No offense to Denver. I love it there. But anyway, John sends $5 and goes, Dr. Turtleboy, tell my wife, Megan, happy 19th anniversary after a week of knowing each other on the 20th. You've known each other for a week? Also, I am proud of the 7 years on the 25th. I don't get the math there, John, but happy 19th anniversary anyway. Carlos just chilling sends $50 and goes, for Bederow's Megamotion, print that. Double-sided and spank them with it. Hard. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to print out Bederow's Megamotion and I'm going to spank them with it. That's what I'm going to do. Next. Laura sends $10, goes, Karen is going to be at the Wilbur, isn't she? I highly doubt it. I don't think Karen Reed is going to be there. We'll see. Probably not, though, I would guess. But again, this is the Turtleboy show. Like Karen Reed is somebody who is completely innocent, who I wrote about, who I garnered tremendous amount of public support for, and who we raised collectively as a group $1.1 million for. But it was never, really about, I've always said this, and go back and check the archives. It was never really about Karen Reed. It was about corruption. It was about, you could change the name Karen Reed to any name you want to. Like, she is a fill in the blank victim. That is what she is. She took one for the team. She didn't sign up to take one for the team, but she did. And she was framed for murder. And it's not about her. It's about the fact that we cannot sit idly by and allow the government to do this to anyone. We can't allow that to happen. If the government thinks that they can let murderers walk free and just arrest innocent people to take the blame for them. They can do anything. They will never stop. We need to let them know that you do this to one of us, you do it to all of us. And we are not going to put up with that. We are going to make noise. Like the name Karen Reed was an interchangeable name. This could have easily been 𝗃𝗏 𝗧𝘂𝗏𝗆. I hope you all know that, because that was arguably the person that they planned to pin this on. This could easily been a 𝗃𝗏 𝗧𝘂𝗏𝗆 movement. Absolutely. And he probably wouldn't have done a documentary or anything like that and given 𝗻𝗁𝒃𝗏 that much to work with. But like this whole thing, I'm telling you, the name Karen Reed is just she's the subject of the reporting. She is the victim in all this. She is a victim of government corruption, period, point blank, end of story. Anyway, so there's that. So I don't know if she's going to be there. If she wants to, I don't know. I'm not sure. If she is, it's news to me. So, but I don't care either way. All right. Next up. Let's see. Mary sends $10 and goes, "Hi, Turtleboy. Are you and Auntie Deb going to come down and hang out at the Wilbur to say hello to the audience members after the show? I'm not a VIP, but I want to say hi." I don't know, Mary, how that's going to work. I mean, there's like a lot. It's like 1,000 people. So I don't know if that's possible. Although I do want to meet you because I love you very much, Mary. So we'll see. And just because you don't have a VIP ticket doesn't mean you're not a VIP in my world. Okay. So there's that. All right. Next up. Let's see. Justin sends $50 and says, "Hey, doctor, a dear friend of mine introduced me to your show about a month before the first trial, and I've been following your show ever since. Her name is Michelle G, and she just turned 50 this week. Could you please wish her a happy 50th birthday and tell her next time in Boston, Town Spot Pizza on me." Stoughton, you mean. Justin from Knoxville. And lastly, fuck all those assholes for what they did to you. I hope they all get prosecuted for lying to the grand jury. Peace. Well, I appreciate that. And happy birthday, Michelle. For turning on young Justin out there in Tennessee to this program of mine. Next, OG Danielle Baker sends $50. Thanks, OG. And says, "Outside of Massachusetts, I friggin' love you, Judge Everett. I friggin' love Judge Everett from the Adelson case. He's dry. He is very dry, but funny as fuck. And the courtroom is in order at all times." It's so true. He just commands so much more respect than Auntie Bev does. It's just so different. He's awesome. I can't wait till the Wilbur. We have a table. Nice. I can't wait to fuck finally, but not really. We'll see. Thank you very much. Susie sends $8 and goes, "Regarding Ratchet Madness, 𝗃𝗏 versus Hank. Although it is factually true that 𝗃𝗏 is worse piece of shit than 𝗻𝗁𝒃𝗏 and he deserved the win, I voted for Hank, and I still want my pound of flesh for the voir dire of the cat Crash Daddy and Dr. Russell. P.S. I loved your morning live Professor Daddy look." Professor Daddy? I don't like when I wake up in the morning, man, my hair's everywhere. I wear glasses. I don't feel fresh at all, but I go live anyway. I don't care, but I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. You know, some people were like, I guess I was down. Like I was not, something seemed off about me at the live, during the morning stream this morning. It's like, I don't know. The thing about me is, and what makes my program unique is that I wear who I am on my sleeve. Like I am honest to a fault. And like, I tell you what I'm thinking, even if it embarrasses me, even if it makes me look weak, you know what I mean? Even if it makes me look whatever, like, cause I just can't hide it. Like if I'm bothered by something, it's hard to be like, well, go do a show and just pretend everything's fine and pretend like something isn't on your mind, and whatever. And I say it, and like, my biggest fault is I read the comments, I do read the comments, and it bothers me sometimes, and I don't know why. And I focus, like a lot of people do. I think a lot of people will say this happens to them too. It's like, we focus so much on the negativity. Like I go to my comment section and it's overwhelmingly positive, right? And then I see a negative comment and I'm like, well, what's your problem, pal? And I'm like, why the fuck you saying, you know what I mean? And then you comment back and I'm like, I shouldn't even be fucking commenting. I shouldn't even be giving these people the time of day, but it's just like, I could comment back on all the nice things people are saying about me, but instead I focus on the negative thing. And it's just like, I'm just human. You know what I mean? So, but it's one of those things that, it's like, I look back, I could look back on that in a month and be like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't, but you do it in the moment and it's kind of what makes me, authentic, I guess, unique. This is what I do. But anyway, next, no love for the traveling trooper sends $10 and goes, hang in there, crowd daddy. We got you. Leave Howie crap in rear view mirror. He doesn't deserve you. Your fans will always have your back, and I'll never buy his book. He used Karen, AJ, and your work to create a moment for himself. Anyway, stay, whatever. I mean, that's capitalism. That is capitalism. Definitely not going to hate on him for writing a book. And I definitely don't want to have a bad relationship with Howie Carr. If he wants me back on the show, I'll go on back on the show sometime. I'm not like, I wasn't going to say what I was going to speak my mind and share what I think about that. You know what I mean? Like if that bothers me, I'm gonna let you know. And I'm far from the only one. Like I didn't watch his show. I watched Melanie a little stream of the show, and like her live reactions were almost the same as mine. It was the same thing. It was just like, where's the announcement? And it was all the stuff. And you're right. And like his producer, I'm sorry, took shots. Like he took low key kind of shots at me. And I'm like he tweeted out, he goes, because I had made a comment that this isn't an interview, right? Because that's what she told me. She's like, it's not an interview. Maybe that was just to make me feel bad. I don't know. That's what she told me. It's not an interview. And then the show happened and it was clearly an interview, right? And so Taylor Cormier, who I have no problem with prior to this, he kind of tweets out, he took a screenshot of the media commentary about the show, and it all said Karen Reed does first interview. So he screenshots it and he posts it and he's like, it's a consensus. It's an interview. Like that's clearly trolling me, right? Because I'm the one that said this isn't an interview. Like that's a direct shot. Like that's like he is clearly taking a scummy little snivelly little shot at me, and I'm gonna fire back. Yeah, you're right, Taylor. When I do that, I'm gonna post a screenshot of your fucking DUI. Okay, because you threw the first punch, my dude, and you did. That was a snivelly little shot. Okay, it's not the end of the world. It's not something that we can't get over. We're on the same team. That's not like a death knell. You know what I mean? This doesn't kill the relationship or anything like that. But it was a little bitch move. And I'm gonna call it out when I see it. All right. And it also kills. Like it's like Karen Reed was holding out for the first interview because it was worth money. And I was like, yeah, totally get that. Go make that money. Get that payday. You deserve it after what they've done to you. Like that's what I thought. Go get that money. But that opportunity is gone now. Like it was thrown away. Like it's like that. I'm thinking about that. I'm like, yikes, who is the business manager here? Like who greenlit this? Does that like that? It's gone now. Like it's in the media where it's like, this is the first interview. There's no more first interview. The first interview thing's done, and it was done for free. So again, good luck, to each their own. All right. Let's see. But I would definitely go back on Howie's. I mean, eventually he loves this shit. He loves corruption. He loves to talk about the 𝗫𝗄𝗃. He likes my case. Like he wasn't just covering my case because because we've never had a disagreement before. Like he was covering my case because it was outrageous. So there's that. All right, next. And I would go back again. I'm not like so petty where I'm like, oh, I'm never going to go back on that. I'd go back. If he invited me on, yeah, I'd go back. Of course. All right. Terry sends $25 and goes, I want to fly in from Detroit. But I would love, no, I think I read that one. Okay. No, I already read the one, Terry. Okay. All right, cool. Let me read some Cash Apps here. All right. All right. We got Christopher sends $5 and says, Mr. 𝗃𝗄𝗄𝗃. Okay. Don't know what that means, but thanks for the $5. Cam sends $5 and goes, I was at the game with the F slur. Shit was funny as fuck. Was at the game with the F. Oh, the when Jaron Duran yelled faggot. Yeah. Oh, crap. Yeah. When he got caught in a hot mic yelling that. It's like, I dug that. He's not actually yelling it at somebody because they're homosexual. Like, that would be hateful. If you said that to a person who was actually gay, it's like, oh, you're the F word. But if you're just calling some stranger that just to like insult them, it's, to me, that's different. It's not the same thing because it's not done with like malice or hate for, you know, the BLT community or whatever, you know? All right. Lorena sends $10 and goes towards, Twisted Tragedy's skull bikini. Oh, please. I can't think about that. Thank you, Lorena. Naomi sends $5 and goes, happy birthday to Boston Brandy. Love that baby. It's Boston Brandy's birthday. Happy birthday, BB. What's today's date? Today's the 2nd, September 2nd. Yeah. Happy birthday. Congratulations on not dying this year, making another round around the sun. Good job. Naomi sends $5 and goes, I love you for always being you. Never stop. Will do. Thank you very much. Mike sends $8 and goes, please check your email for an Elite 8 music video. Okay. Yes, I got that. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, sir. Okay. I think that's it. All right. If anyone else wants their messages read, you can click at the link at the top for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $ Uncle Turtle Boy. Okay. So one thing I wanted to talk about tonight was whatchamacallit here. So, all right. So here's the thing. So let me, I want to, so I'm not going to talk about the Adelson thing tonight. I didn't watch the whole thing today, and maybe we'll talk about it some other time. I don't know if I can know. Maybe during closing arguments, something like that. But so we got this Megamotion coming out soon. And one of the things I thought about today, let me think about this for a minute. So Chris Albert says that he is experiencing emotional harm, right? And Colin Albert. Those are besides those two and 𝗃𝗄𝗃𝗃 are the whiniest of all of them. Just constantly talking about emotional harm. They're hurt by Turtleboy. Everything I said hurt their feelings, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And it's like one of the things that bothers Chris Albert is the fact that he's like, people have accused his son of dealing drugs. Okay. Now, I never accused Chris Albert of dealing drugs. I mean, of Colin Albert of dealing drugs. I never said it. That was a thing spread by Sean in the Gulf. Remember that? The Sean in the Gulf was like, that was his thing. Like, he had sources in his 5 guys and the Canton police, and that was a known drug house and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I thoroughly rejected that, right? Like, I'm like, there's no evidence of this whatsoever. This story is juicy enough without that. It's like, why is there, it's like, it's people. It's like people just want more shit. They're like, oh, there's got to be more to it. Like, what, John O'Keefe was killed over drugs, and some are like, oh, he worked with sex predators and he knew about something and someone was on the Epstein list. Like, people come up with the craziest shit. It's like, it's really this simple, folks. It's really just this simple. John O'Keefe and Cameron Reed were dating. They had a lot of issues in their relationship. It wasn't a good relationship. If I were either of their friend, I would have urged them to break up with the other one. But they stayed in it together because it was a relationship of convenience. Also, she was a de facto almost stepmother for the children. And, they stuck around that way. But clearly they were both, unsatisfied. I've never talked to John O'Keefe. John O'Keefe was cool because he read Turtleboy, and he sent Julie Albert one of my articles in 2021, and Julie Albert responded back in their text message, "The biggest fear of my life is being featured on Turtleboy." A lot of people forget that. And exactly, it was a COVID relationship. That's exactly what it is. It was a COVID relationship, right? That's like, fuck. If you started dating someone during COVID, it's just the odds of that working out are just not good, in my opinion. It's like the whole thing was retarded. Anyway, so it was not the best relationship in the world, and they probably shouldn't have stuck together. And we know this. I don't know what John O'Keefe was like, because I don't know. Maybe he was smooching with Marietta, Maybe he was grabbing her by the, maybe he did do that, give her the fish hook. I don't know. Maybe she called him Godfather because it was like a sex thing. I don't know. But maybe he did. Maybe he had a lot of women that wanted him. That's just a fact. He was a good-looking man, right? He's tall, strong, thick Boston accent, cop. He had a lot, had raising 2 kids. That was attractive to a lot of women. All them Canton hoes were sweating John O'Keefe. He had his pick of the litter, right? And so he's like, I could picture, I don't know him. Again, for all I knew, he was hooking up with other chicks. For all I knew, Kearney was driving him a little nuts. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to have my fun too. Maybe I'm going to do that. Who knows? Right? Who knows? I don't, maybe he was faithful. I don't fucking know. I don't care. Right? Because he's dead and there's no way to find that out. Right? But with Kearney, what we do know is that she was, without a doubt, flirting with Brian Higgins. That's a fact. A fact that, I didn't even know about. I found that out at trial. I'm not going to lie. That annoyed me a little bit. Right? Because I'm like, my reporting on this centered around Brian and Colin Albert. Right? Because I didn't know about the Higgins text messages. I didn't know about those. Right. And so I'm like, I don't get why. I'm like, so, because I didn't get, I'm like, so why would Higgins do it? It made no sense to me. Colin, they were neighbors. He's a punk. I've seen the videos. I get it. Right. They're trying to hide him. I get that. Brian Albert's an asshole. A lot of people say he punches people. He seems aggressive. He just looks like a fucking animal, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know anything about Higgins. I knew nothing about Higgins at all. And I didn't talk about Higgins except the fact that he was there. He was an ATF agent and he was hidden. He went to the Cape and nobody knew anything about Higgins at all. Right. And then one day I have Jill Daniels on my show. She calls in wasted and she asks me, what about Higgins? And I'm like, what about him? What about him? Why are you asking me about him? And it's because Jill Daniels knew something I didn't know. Jill Daniels knew about those messages. And, she knew about, they all did. Carl Dougal knew about them. They all knew about the text messages with Higgins. And I'm sorry, that's a big piece of the pie. That's like a big angle of this story because it gives Brian Higgins motive. All right. Doesn't give a motive to kill, of course. Nobody's going to kill somebody over Karen Reed, or it's just not going to happen. Nobody's going to throw away their whole life and their whole career over fucking Karen Reed. It's not going to happen. Right. So, but it would explain a fight, and sometimes fights go wrong, period. You guys heard that. Should we listen to the goddamn? Let's listen to the Jill Daniels call. If you guys haven't heard this, because there's some new people here. This was more than 2 years ago now. Can you believe that? More than 2 years ago. Let me pull this up. Let's find Jill Daniels. All right. After the rolling rally, after July 25th, after I got back from vacation, I think. Is it this one? It might be this one. It's got to be on the most viewed part. Really? Here it is. Okay. Come on, please answer. Come on. What? Take your hat off. Oh, yeah, it's way past his bedtime, isn't it?
You have reached John Connelyy.
Who is that calling? Hi, John Connelyy.
Oh, my God.
Very nice lady who handed your stack. It's not good news. It's actually the opposite. It's really, really bad. Let's listen to this. So what's going on in your town and why you rolled your eyes at that very nice lady who was just expressing her opinions and asking questions of the board. So I wanted to talk. Maybe you're not aware of it. See, there's this thing called the internet. Yeah. I understand a man of your stature probably really doesn't know how to work the internet machine, but on this internet thing, there's people from all over the world who are talking about what's happening in your town right now. And it's not good news.
No,
it's actually the opposite. It's really, really bad.
Real bad.
And you're sitting next to there. I don't think the guy next to you, they call him 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Charlie.
Oh, Chris
That guy killed someone. I don't know if you know that. He literally killed someone.
Peter Berger.
And now it looks like his son might have done the same thing too. So it runs in the family.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of that. But he also called me a loser. I came to stimulate your economy one day. I was going to buy his mediocre 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. I'd be the first. And he kicked me out of the store. He called me a loser. And then some other lady wore a free Karen Reed shirt to the waterfront bar girl. She's trying to stimulate the economy. And guess what? He calls her a loser and accuses her of giving me a blowjob.
Whoa.
Did you know that, John? Yeah, that's happening in your town.
You said that?
So you got to get on this, John. So
he didn't get on it.
You know, I just want to talk about this. Maybe I'm thinking about coming to a meeting soon. I'm not a random fucking citizen, though. I'm a little bit more. I'm an award-winning journalist. I don't know if you know about that. I'm an award-winning journalist.
True.
So
where's your
award? I have some
awards?
questions for you and for your buddy 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Charlie. And I think there's going to be a lot of people there.
Don't do it. You're going to get indicted.
You're going to need a bigger town hall.
No, you're going to get indicted.
Need a bigger town hall.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So give me a call back when you get this, pal.
Don't do it. Stop it, Turtleboy.
You know, take good care of yourself. You look like you're in great shape.
You're going to go to jail. Oh, man, my younger self, I would be like, don't do it. See, I know now that I go to jail, that I like a month after this, I get arrested. 2 months after this, I get arrested. I'd be like, no, don't do it, Turtleboy. You're going to go to jail. Don't make any more phone calls. But it's still funny to watch. Let's see who else I called.
We'll see if he calls back. We'll see if he calls
He
back.
doesn't call back.
Okay.
He's not calling back.
Okay. So
who's next?
That was him.
Who's next?
And actually, I got his work number too.
Oh, God, no.
He's in. Maybe he'll answer this.
No,
maybe he's burning
he's
in
not
midnight.
going to answer.
That's a good sign.
Okay. Well, whatever. All right.
Oh,
What's
God.
next? What's next?
Okay. We got some other phone numbers here. Should we make some calls? Oh, they're all gonna.
Yeah.
They're gonna get on each other now.
No more
I'm not
calls.
even saying who I'm calling.
No
first.
more calls.
I guarantee they're in that group right now. Don't answer the phone. He's calling.
You're giving him
I'm not
too
even
much
gonna
to
say
work
who I'm
with.
calling.
You're
We're gonna
giving.
start with the first one here. Okay.
You're
I'm
gonna
not
get
even
in
gonna say.
trouble. You're gonna get in
Okay,
trouble.
here we go.
Stop,
Come on.
Turtleboy. Stop.
These are ones we haven't called before. I
Don't
got more
do it.
numbers.
Oh, don't call Jen. Whatever you do, don't call
Your
Proctor.
call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 617-719 options.
Hi, Diana White. This is award-winning journalist. Turtleboy. You can call me Dr. Turtleboy if you like. Some people call me Aidan. People call you 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. I'm apparently aware of now.
You do.
I was at the event the other day. We had a rolling rally through your town, and it became clear that you or your daughter threw an egg at us. And I want to know what's up with that. More than anything, I want to know, like, was the
in fairness, that was before the price of eggs went like through the roof. In fairness,
egging planned?
okay. No,
Like, did you go out shopping for eggs just for us, or do you just routinely drive around with eggs in your car? Like, that's what I'm just randomly
the
wondering.
former.
And like, were you at all worried that, like, when you threw an egg in front of the police station with all these people filming, that might not be the best idea in the world?
why not?
I know that you've since thrown your daughter under the bus and blamed it on her. And now you've put the burden on the victim to decide whether or not they want to press charges against the child, which is really cowardly of you. But I just want to know what's up with that. I assume you're hitting the sauce right now pretty heavily. It is 9:50. The night is young. I get that. You're probably shaking that 3-ton ass of yours down somewhere.
And looking for the next baby daddy.
Oh.
I know it is, but give me a call back when
Call
you
up
get
Higgins.
this.
Call
If
up
you need a lawyer, I know a guy named David United. He might be able to help you out. He's pretty good. So give me a call.
No,
Hey,
he ain't representing her, Turtle Boy. Stop it.
we'll see if she calls me back.
For it.
Now they're going to start chirping. He's making calls. Don't answer your phone. On that note, let's get this party started. Here we
what
go.
do you got here? Don't
Canton roulette. Let's
don't
go.
call 𝗃𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗵. Don't call the Proctor.
Now's the fun part.
No
Here
more
we go.
McAlberts. No
I'm
more
not even going to say who
McAlberts.
each call is.
You're gonna get indicted, Turtle Boy. Stop it. I'm telling you. You gotta stop. Stop it. Don't do it.
Oh, this one's definitely not answering.
Who? I think she answers.
Hello?
Yeah, live to tape. Hi, is this Jill?
Oh, Jill Daniels.
It's Turtleboy.
It's Turtleboy. Is this Jill Daniels? What are you doing, Jill?
I'm just, what are you doing?
Are you at all worried that your godson Colin is going to go to jail?
No.
Do you understand that Colin wasn't even there? Do you understand you're a fucking piece of shit?
Really?
Do you understand you're going to jail?
Why am I going to jail for?
She was right. She could predict the future. Oh my God. Look at my face there. I'm like looking at that, like, oh, that's funny. That's never gonna happen. Then 4 months later, I'm in jail. Oops. She was right. Jill's smarter than I thought. She can predict the future. She knew about Higgins too. Like I look back on this call very differently. Like she's off to a good start.
You want to know? Okay, can we have a conversation right now?
Yeah, let's have-
Fucking turtles.
Yeah, let's have a conversation. So what is your evidence that Colin wasn't there? What is your evidence?
He's on live. He's on live.
Yeah, who's this?
Go fuck yourself, you fucking homo.
Who's that?
Excuse me, sir. What was that? Wow. Wow.
Dude, they're out. So, dude, is that not so emblematic of who these people are?
Hey, pigs.
Is that not Canton in a nutshell right there?
Jaron Duran
They're
had to
obviously drunk.
apologize for that.
He's not going to jail. You're going to. Let's call her back. We're calling her back right now.
Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. She's a family member of a witness.
Hey,
Seriously, go to hell.
back.
Go fucking take care of your kids, you fucking loser.
Are,
Go away.
you loser? Who are you? Is this Julie? She called me a fucking loser.
Well, you're acting like
She called me a loser.
it's what the
Call
hell.
again.
Don't take it personally. They all say that, Turtle Boy. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it get to you.
Seriously, what do you want with me?
I just want to know one thing.
Find out that Karen Reed is a fucking killer. Why do you keep calling me? Why don't you get a life and fucking focus on your children?
I just want to know one thing. So, what evidence do you have that Colin wasn't there? What evidence do you have?
What evidence do you have that he was there?
Brian Albert's grand jury testimony said that he was there.
Okay, Tom Beatty and Aaron Beatty. Guess what?
No,
Aaron Beatty-
Brian Albert
Aaron
said that.
Beatty.
Brian Albert said that Colin was in the house.
You
Sure,
think
we
you're
did.
so right about
I
everything.
know I'm right. I've seen it.
No, you're not.
I have the documents. I'm looking at it right now.
You're dude. You're the biggest fucking piece of shit.
How am I a piece of shit? Your son,
Nephew.
Shut the fuck up for once in your fucking life because you don't know how to shut up. You think that you're the biggest fucking bully? Colin was not there, and you're gonna look like a fucking piece of shit.
where was he? What evidence do you have?
Can you ever shut up? Can you ever shut up?
Okay, let's have a
If you wanna
conversation.
shut up, though, shut the fuck up. For once in your life, can you shut up?
Okay.
You are the biggest friggin' piece of trash
Let her
in
talk.
the world. You get kicks off of getting Karen Reed hit John and killed him.
Doubtful.
You freaking get money off of this. You are a sick human being.
What?
You know that?
So, what evidence do you? Can I ask you something? What evidence?
Turtleboy, what the fuck is your name? Fucking Aidan? What is
A.
your
Timothy.
My name's
Connelyy.
Aidan.
Clarence or Aidan?
Aiden. You can call me Aiden
Or
You're a
Daddy.
doctor,
No,
but
I don't want to call. I want to call you a dickhead because that's what you are.
okay.
You are a piece of shit. Do you know that?
I don't.
Like,
I don't.
literally,
I
if
disagree.
would rather have- Okay, and you taping me because that's illegal.
I said live to tape. Yes, we're live to tape. I've said that.
You're late. You're live. Okay.
Yes.
Well, let me say this right now to you,
Are
really
you
quick,
heard me?
okay?
Okay.
My nephew and Brian Albert and Jen Albert
Jen
are
Albert.
not fucking guilty. Your little good lover that you're banging or you fucking want to bang.
No.
Guess what?
Who?
Ew.
She's Karen.
You think I want to bang Karen? That's why you think that's why I'm doing this?
Yeah, okay. Guess what? The cat's out of the bag, dude. Okay.
What's out of it?
You got my number. You're a creep. You call me. You call my family. You call whatever. Why are you such a creep?
Can I just ask you something?
love
One
it.
question.
Okay. First of all, I love her. Cat's out of the bag, dude. You're on a banger. Like, she doesn't give a fuck. I kind of love Jill Daniels. Can we get her on the show now that the trial's over? No hard feelings, Jill. We got to get you back. It's like, I think, look at Jill. I think we're good now. You don't have to hate me anymore. Like, because
Colin's not going to jail. Like you guys got away with it. You're good. We can all have a laugh about that. How you guys got away. You're not your family got away with murder. Like we could talk about the assault charge and, that whole thing. I don't think there's any reason that Jill Daniels and I can't be friends again. Not lovers, because I'm not, she has a crush on me, I think, but like, I think we're past it. Like I gave it a shot. I proved what her family did, but at the end of the day, ain't shit going to happen. Oh, well, and they're going to get away with it. So congratulations. You won. I mean, I won too, because Karen Reed was exonerated and we both won, we're both winners here. I mean, you call me a loser, but we're kind of both winners. But man, she's funny, huh? She's just fucking funny. She keeps going. What evidence do you have that Colin was not in the house? Serious question.
What evidence do you have that he was?
Oh,
that's a serious question.
So okay, I have a
No. That's a serious question. What do you have that he was in the house?
Brian Albert's grand jury testimony.
Brian Albert's grand testimony was that Colin was in the house. But dude, where's the grand? No. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, let her talk.
Seriously, you don't know how to shut up.
Yeah,
You're
shut
a
up.
fucking troll that
She's
fucking
right.
trolls everybody because you have no life. You have no
Nothing.
clear friends.
Nothing.
And you freaking focus on your
Loser.
kids.
Yeah.
You have 2 kids.
I
You
do.
understand
They're
that?
lovely.
Yeah, and your wife hates you. So
Okay,
whatever.
but you're changing the subject.
Beside the point. Yeah, no, change the subject, really?
Yeah.
You are a blogger. First of all, I gotta ask you this one thing, because this is one thing I've always wanted to ask you. Where's your award? Your award-winning journalist. Where's that award?
I'm the 2017
on my wall.
Worcester County Best Media Outlet.
6 years later.
Well, it still counts.
Why don't you produce that? Why don't you produce that? You fucking
I have.
friggin' piece of
I've
shit.
done blogs about it.
Okay, guess what? Shut the fuck up.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Do you know how to shut up? Do you ever know how to shut up?
Guess what? I'm trying.
I'm asking you right now. Do you? Do you know how to
Sometimes.
shut up? Okay, no, you don't, because you're a fucking loser. Oh, I went to Truro because somebody gave me a thing. Dude, you
I did.
you're calling yourself a turtle. A turtle. Do you know what that means? A turtle. Guess what?
We're getting a little off.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Whoa, we're getting a little off track.
Watching your life. Shut the fuck up.
Whoa, you're so angry. Why are you so angry?
Oh, I'm angry because I'm so sick of you. You have ruined so many people's fucking lives, and Karen fucking killed him. Karen did. And you know what? The truth is going to come out. You know what? Fucking Turtleboy ate it.
Well, but can I read the grand jury testimony right here?
What? Excuse me?
It says Colin. I'm reading grand jury testimony. It says Colin Albert was also.
Guess what? Shut the fuck up. You fucking
I
loser.
can't even talk.
Colin was in the house.
Let her talk.
But he wasn't there when everybody came back from the fight.
According to Brian and Nicole Albert's testimony before the grand jury, their nephew, Colin Albert, was also present.
Colin Albert was in the house, but prior to when John and Brian and Higgins and
prior to when John got there? So John was in the house. Thank you, Jill. That's very enlightening of you. Well, what else? What do you got to say about Higgins?
One question. Why do you only start? Why is it guilty until proven innocent? Why is that? What about Higgins? What about everybody? Like
Higgins? What you want? Why are you turning on Higgins?
No, I'm asking you. Why? No, I'm not saying. I'm saying there was 6 people in the house. Why are you focusing on Brian and Colin only? Colin wasn't in the house.
I feel like that has a whole new meaning to it now. You know what I mean? I did not know about the Higgins text messages there. And like, it doesn't change anything as far as like Karen didn't hit John with a car. Like that's what the antis don't think. They're like, oh, you weren't told that. And it's because Karen's guilty. Like that's what they would say. And to that, I was like, no, I wasn't told that because Karen was embarrassed of it. Right. As she should be. Those messages were fucking humiliating. But at the same time, I feel like not being told that was, not like I should have been told that. Like, cause you can't feed. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't feed into their criticism. Their criticism is that like, oh, you're a propagandist for Karen Reed. You said whatever she wants and she just feeds you whatever she wants and says this. And it's like, well,
I wasn't told about, and the not telling me about the Higgins thing does give that a little bit of life. It doesn't change the fact that she's completely innocent. But had I known about Higgins and about those messages, the entirety of how I would have looked at Higgins much differently. I would have analyzed that waterfall video like JFK did, and like, dude, think about that. The dude was messing around with Higgins, she was messing around with Higgins, like flirting with him and stuff like that. And he was mad about it. He got ghosted, and then he texted her at the bar. I can't get over that. At 11:30, that's when the 𝗰𝗿𝗃 thing came in. John was right there. And did John know about those messages? That Karen says no, but maybe she didn't know that he knew, Maybe he saw her messages one time and didn't say anything about it. The way he was dancing around doing this whole thing, like, that was crazy. And then, she dropped him off at the house, knowing that Higgins was inside, knowing that this dude is a fucking douchebag and is drunk and is aggressive towards John. That only further proves that she's innocent, by the way. But it also proves that this is a little bit more complicated than I initially thought. There's a little bit more complicated because it gives Higgins motive. It's a big, big deal, and like this, she didn't hit him, but that very well could be why John was killed. You're absolutely right, Lisa. Like, that is the perfectly valid take, I think. Not everyone would agree with that take, but I am not a propagandist. I am not somebody who just gets up here and says, well, I'm just going to say whatever Karen Reed wants me to say. No, I'm not going to do that. Right? That's never been what I'm about. It's like, I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. A lot of you motherfuckers have this like worship thing with Karen Reed, about I've slightly criticized her. Oh, they're so mad about it. They get so triggered in the comments. And it's like, bro, chill. Like, that's the whole point here, is like, I'm not, but I call it as I see it. I'm here to point out, like, that was Este's whole thing with Karen Reed was fucking creepy. Like, the whole thing was so creepy about, like, I'm in love with, like, it was like she was fucking in love with her. It's fucking weird. It was goddamn creepy and weird. And like, I've just never been about that life. I don't worship people. I don't, it's like, I don't, like, it's okay to be like, yeah, that might have gotten John killed, not her fault. But, if he didn't know about that, if he didn't know about the Higgins that he was trying to bang his girlfriend, right? Then he went into that house completely unaware of like the much bigger things going on in Higgins' head. He had no idea what he was walking into if that was the case. I don't know. It's like, either way, Karen Reed is 1,000% innocent. So the trolls can be like, well, oh, she deceived you. It's like, well, if that's the case, then she didn't tell me something that made her sound more innocent, in my opinion. Like, because that only further proves that he wasn't hit by a fucking car. Period. And it's not somebody's fault either, by the way, that like, if that is the drop, she would have no fuck. Like, he was going to get killed. She knew he was going to get fucking killed. Come on. Who would ever think that would happen? I mean, Higgins and Albert didn't know he was going to get killed. Their plan was not to kill John O'Keefe. That was not their plan. That could not have possibly been the plan. Nobody wants to kill someone inside a fucking house, right? In the suburbs. That's not going to happen. So it was an accident on all parts. No one ever could have seen this one coming. But anyway, like I said, interchangeable. Let's listen to a little more Jill. I've given Jen a pretty significant amount of time.
Enter the goddamn house. You know that.
I know his phone. Then how did his phone go up and down? Then how did his phone go up and downstairs then? If Karen didn't go in the house, you're bipolar, if John didn't go in the house, then why did his phone go up and downstairs? Because Turtleboy,
It was a 50-foot drop
Dude.
on Cedar Crest.
Dude, did that just happen?
It did.
Did that just happen?
Yeah, it did.
We're calling her back in a minute.
Don't do it.
But
Don't
again,
do
this
it.
is
No more calls.
it says right because all this shit about Colin wasn't in the house. It's all a lie. Colin, this is the new thing that they're spreading.
What about
Colin
Higgins?
wasn't in the house.
What about Higgins?
We have evidence.
Talk
This is
about
what
Higgins.
𝗺cy 𝗵𝗃𝗧𝗃 has told them. When 𝗺cy 𝗵𝗃𝗧𝗃 talks, you can assume that it comes directly from
her?
Jill Daniels and Gemma Cave, and that's Jill Daniels in the flesh right there. That's what she's like.
Yeah, she's a real.
We're getting a
charmer.
call back.
Yeah,
We're getting a call back.
She's
Hold on.
calling back. Oh, answer it. Answer it.
Bad connection.
No, not that connection, you fucking douchebag. Guess what? You're not a journalist. You're nobody. You're a fucking piece
I
of
feel like I'm
shit.
somebody.
You're trying to solve. If you're so good, why aren't you a cop or a lawyer? Because you're an asshole.
Aren't you a
Colin was
cop?
not there. Brian didn't do anything. Jen didn't do anything. Karen Reed ran him over. She
I know you keep saying that, but you don't have any evidence of that.
still keep saying that because that's the fucking truth. I'm so
I don't
sick
think it
of
is.
you fucking ridiculing every single goddamn person in my family in this world. If somebody disagrees with you, guess what you do?
Well, it's not hard. Just don't kill someone, and I'll like you. You know,
Let her
it's not. It's not a big. It's not a high bar.
Do you know how to shut up? Do you know how to shut up? Have you ever shut up in your life?
I feel like you've done most of the talking. In fairness. Okay, sorry. So whoa, take it easy, easy, pussycat.
Turtleboy, you fucking turtle rider. Go get a new name, okay? You fucking turtle douche. I'm done. Colin didn't do it. Brian didn't do it. Jen didn't do it. No one did it.
Higgins-
You fucking
Higgins
bitch,
did it.
Karen did it.
Ooh.
So fucking lay on that and fucking figure that out. Go fuck.
Well, can I ask you? But seriously though,
Boom, roasted. She roasted you, mofo. She got you, Turtle Boy.
dude, this is gonna.
She got you.
They're so stupid.
Let's see.
She called me back.
Well, I think she likes you. I think
Easy, pussycat.
Yeah,
Easy.
you tell. That was
Like,
a little
look
sexist.
at again.
A little sexist.
This is the crusty panties lie that they've been repeating. Is that Colin Albert left at 12:10, and with a girl, a friend. They don't say who that friend is.
𝗵𝗃𝗧𝗃𝗃.
They claim that she has 360 data on her app proving this.
Allie.
They haven't shown it, of course. And they claim, this is the kicker, that there is
Wait, the 360 data actually. See, this is spin back in time. Actually, the 360 data shows that she was out till 1:30. Actually, the exact opposite.
art video from the Canton Library at 12:14 showing Colin Albert going past the Canton Library. So it worked when Colin went there. And of course, they haven't shown any of this. Of course, like, why would they haven't shown any of this?
I forgot
They just
to do
say it. And what you just heard from her right there, that is them in a nutshell.
Right.
Trashy,
Well,
drunk. And best of all, they
Did she call
cannot
back?
back up anything they're saying.
Did she
They
call
don't
back?
have any facts on their side.
Hold on.
Latino O'Donnell and anyone else in town. That's why I do what I do. Yeah, like that just reaffirmed is a woman who's had to go.
I call
Live to tape. Hello.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you call me one more time, I'm seriously, like, leave
What?
me alone.
What? What are you
I
going to
don't
do?
Like you, I actually hate, oh, really? Oh, you're threatening me?
No,
now?
no, but I'm asking you. I asked you what you said. If I call you one more time,
Leave me alone.
what? Yeah, leave her
I
alone.
hate you. You are dead to me. I hate you. Colin
No,
didn't
you
do it.
don't.
Jen didn't do it. When you find out that Karen did it, I can't wait
When-
till you fucking
but
go to
Karen-
jail for
but Karen-
harassing everybody.
why would I go to
You're a
jail?
piece of shit.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
what crime did I
Bye-bye,
commit?
Colonel.
What crime did I commit?
Fucking loser.
Why do you guys all
Ooh.
say that?
roasted. Roast. She got you, Turtle. She was right about jail. She was right about jail. Leave her alone, Turtle Boy. Leave her alone.
Oh my God! One more time.
No, no.
Okay, she picks
No
up.
more
She picks up.
times. No more times. Oh my God.
Seriously, stop harassing me. Go away.
But I'm not harassing you. Just want to ask you. You're the one. It's like, what the hell?
She is
Is she
answering.
gonna try to get an order on me too? I have some questions. I'm a journalist.
Do not call
Live
me
to tape.
ever again.
I just have a question. I have a question. 5 seconds.
She
5 seconds.
she keeps answering.
But she's not fearing.
She keeps.
I'm an
answering.
award-winning journalist.
Oh,
She can block me.
the static is on the replay, not on
2 seconds of your time. 2 seconds.
the old video.
For 7
Okay, I'll see the message.
7 6 0 8 4 9 5.
Oh crap.
Hey Jill, this is Aidan Kearney, the
Gotta get
award-winning journalist, calling you back.
God
I think
damn
we
it.
had a bad connection there. I just want to say I really enjoyed our conversation tonight. I think it was really helpful for some people.
Yeah, that,
It was really enlightening having that conversation.
Yeah,
But trouble or anything like that. Colin was that shows that, and I'd be happy to clear Colin's name. John was,
anyway, so yeah, that was pretty interesting night there. But anyway, so that's my Higgins rant about, like, I wish I knew about Higgins because it did make a big difference. But
All right. Another thing. So we got this motion coming up. And another thing about this is that so this whole drug dealing thing with Colin. You guys know who started this? I bet you a lot of you guys in the comments. Do you guys know it wasn't Sean in the Gulf who started this rumor? He definitely helped spread it. But do you guys in the comments know who was responsible for this? You emailed me? You can just text me. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗺. Of course. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗺. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 was, right? So I received an email on, let's see if I could find this. Hold on. Where'd it go? Mia, I think Mia Rose. That's what she went by. Okay. So I got this email on May 29th, 2023. So this is like a month into my coverage. And yes, definitely props to our man JFK for that Higgins video. That's some award-winning journalism if I've ever seen it. So we get this a month into my coverage. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 Peonies is some trash that I left in the dust. Like she used to be content on my show a long time ago, but I've completely outgrown her and really just talking about her as a drag. No one wants to hear that. The obsession is a one-sided obsession. So then I get this email. So she sees me having this success with Karen Reed and she's like, I have to get involved. And this is what she says. She goes, so I get an email on May 28th that says, hi, I've been really scared to talk to anyone about this. And I know I'm not the only one, but I see that you're keeping people anonymous. And I think it's important that people know the problem that Colin Albert had with John O'Keefe was that Colin Albert sells pills and weed, and John knew about it because he lived across the street from one of Colin's friends who runs with Colin. Colin's dad and sometimes the drugs go through the pizza shop from what I've heard. The whole Albert family makes money from it, and I don't know if his Uncle Brian knows or not, but I think he probably does, and it explains what they are really covering up. I have screenshots of Colin selling drugs and stuff because sadly I have bought from him before, but I don't really want anyone to know that or know I said anything. Colin talked a lot about getting John because Colin thought John had him under surveillance, but I don't know if he really did. He was also a huge part of bullying this girl, Erin Beatty, pretty bad. Shows what kind of person he really is. I really think what happened is he followed through with what he was saying about John. So I get this email and I'm like, well, that's weirdly specific. And, you know, I emailed them back and I said to them, hi, Mia, you are safe here. Because this person says, I don't want to be anonymous. I'm worried. I never reveal the name of sources. I'm interested in seeing the screenshots of Colin selling drugs if you'd feel safe sharing them. Did Colin ever say anything about John in writing? And what exactly did they do to Erin Beatty and why? So I have questions for this person, right? Because I don't know if this is real or not, but it's pretty specific and it doesn't sound like 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃 Peonies has a very specific style to her. She likes to use big words or like the same big words over and over again to sound smarter than she is. There are intentional misspellings throughout this for like Colin is misspelled here several times. It has two L's. You know, there's no punctuation. This is not how she writes. Like this, she doesn't write like IDK, doesn't do that. Like this is clearly designed to look not like 𝗵𝗃𝗃, but it's also got like a lot of specific stuff in here about like bullying Erin Beatty. Like there was, you know, I put it out there that
Colin Albert and his family had attacked the 𝗵𝗲s because the 𝗵𝗲s sided with Karen Reed, and the 𝗵𝗲s knew something was wrong. The 𝗵𝗲s were like viciously socially ostracized by these people, right? Or that he brings Brian into it, that Brian knows what happened and they're covering this up. All the money is going through the pizza shop. Like, this is like all this shit. This is quite the dramatic lie. If somebody's like, and also like, how much of a loser do you have to be? How boring is your life if you are like, you know what I'm going to do? Turtleboy is not, I wasn't talking about her. I wasn't making content about her. I was talking about the story that had nothing to do with her. And she just couldn't stand it. She saw the success that I had, because her life goal is to be like, prove that like nobody listens to Turtleboy. There's one New Year's Eve where she goes around Boston with some dump truck, and the two of them ask people like, have you ever heard of Turtleboy before? And a couple of people are like, yeah, actually I have. I'm a fan. It's in the intro. And so it's like, her goal is to be like, Turtleboy is failing. Nobody listens to Turtleboy. And then Karen Reed happens and I fucking blow up. And so it's like, it's officially over. Like, her plot to like make sure that I never become commercially successful has completely failed. And so I'm not talking about her. I couldn't be happier not to talk about her. I want nothing to do with her. And, but she sees me having success and she's like, I have to get involved. I have to take the opposite position of whatever he's taken, but at this point, she wasn't, as far as I know, like on regular best friend relationship with the McAlberts. And she's like, how am I going to win over the McAlberts? I'm going to I'm going to fuck with Turtleboy. Like, that's how this was part of her plan. I'm just going to fuck with Turtleboy because she had nothing else going on in her life. Like, imagine having this kind of time, because this is her, by the way. And so I respond to it, but I don't like, say I believe it. I'm like, do you have evidence? I'm like, can I see this? And so she sends me this. I go, can I see the screenshot? And it's like, okay, it's blurred out at the top. It goes, do you need pure? Do you need any pure? Got the proper power, chong, bit of flake if you need, banging, bit of sniffing, can do deals too. About all night from 8, same banging bit of pure and skunk sour. Okay. So it's like stupid. All right. So I go on my show that night on May 28th, and I'm like, so I got this email. I don't know if any of this is true or not, but I'm just going to read it to you and I'll look into it, but I have no idea if this is true or not. I make sure I point that out. She then, because she's such a loser and has no life, she goes and does a whole show basically showing that, Turtleboy. The title of the show is Turtleboy Live Runs with Fake Info Again, proves he's not a real journalist, but is easily trolled. It's like the whole show is about me. And she's got on this homeless man named Bret Killoran, who used to periodically appear on my show and then got mad at me and ran to the aisle of misfit, unfuckable losers. This is Bret. Bret used to be on my show a lot. He's the homeless gentleman on the bottom left-hand corner. And like, this is what Bret has said previously before about Krusty's kids.
Yep.
Listen, unless her daughter was at the liquor store, I don't believe Kate found her for 1 second. Not one.
I think
I have no doubt this broad's been fucking sucking dick for a fucking way to go. Like, I don't want that to be the
kid?
truth.
The kid?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What about?
But I mean, two aren't there.
Yeah,
There's two that aren't there.
About a girl about sex.
And one of them buried his digit in his sister. Do you understand that, man?
Oh, that's a horrible thing to say about Kate Peters' kids. That's a horrible thing to say. What about this one?
Dude, to get your kid taken in Massachusetts as a female, bruh. Yeah. You literally, they gotta catch you fucking pimping her out and fucking lighting your crack pipe off its head.
Yeah,
he's not wrong. He's not. What about this one?
Well, let's not forget what happened in DCF Care with her son and her daughter. Like that was learned behavior. That was learned behavior. You know,
that is 100% something was witnessed or done to Fiddler on the Roof, their son, and he acted out the same behavior because he thinks it's all right. Yeah. And again, I'm not saying this shit because I hope these kids go through like best case scenario, they never see their mother again and they get therapy.
Right.
But the world we actually live in is one of where under her fucking care, one of them fucking played Kearney with her own fucking sister and put some digits in him or whatever the fuck he did. And the other one's running around sucking dicks for fentanyl and cocaine. That's not the kid's fault. That's because their example as a parent and a mother and a beacon of how am I supposed to be is bottom of the fucking barrel, son.
So what you're hearing right there. So if you're new here, you haven't been around a while. So that's a guy by the name of Bret Killoran. And Bret is the one on the bottom left-hand corner there. So Bret used to be on my show a lot. I'd call him a co-host, but he was more just like there to bounce ideas off of on Saturday nights. And he was just foul-mouthed and, you know, he was ridiculous. I mean, he's literally just the definition of a loser, but he was our loser, you know? And, you know, he was obviously completely unfiltered, whatever. And then he got mad at me. So he used to just shit on crusty panties all the time. And then he got mad at me in like 2022, as some people do. And when they get mad at me and I call them out on it, right, they instinctively run to Krusty. Like she's like a magnet for fucking just degenerates who get mad at me. You know, him, Christy Yamaguchi, whatever. Dump Truck did it. You know, you could go down the line. Gaffney, there's a whole list of them. Fake Victim, they just run to her. And that's how you know it's just a joke. And so then he ran, despite saying all this shit about her kids, okay, some of the most vile shit ever. You heard some of that shit. She still took him back and like let him hang out with her kids. Like that's all. Like he doesn't care because he was turning on me. Anyone who turns on me, she will take in. It doesn't matter who you are. Like here's some more shit.
No, it's just like I said. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this, and there'll be people tomorrow talking about how much of a scumbag I am from liking this. I don't like that her kid's a fucking mess. No. But you don't only need to look at Kate. Kate is the root cause of all of this, and someday karma comes for its payment, and she'll get it. And we will sit back and laugh because we still have a great show, and you're sucking out of the dick. So fuck you, deadbeat.
Like, do you think she wants attention?
Yeah, then there's this one.
Stop it.
And that whole, they're lucky I don't let my daughter say her piece on it. Like, I dare you, kid. Listen to me, Kate, you fucking dumb cunt. I dare you. Dare you to let that little fucking psychopath out of her cage.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I dare you.
I dare you.
I dare you.
Yeah, by the way,
I'll give her to Connie, you little fucking cunt. Keep fucking with me.
What are your thoughts on Bill Cosby? And then how about this?
It's just with her, it's these little sycophants she has, like the pudgy guy that ran away from my show when you showed up. You remember that? What's his drama douche or whatever the fuck his name is?
Corrosive.
Yeah, corrosive cunty. Yeah.
Yeah.
All these little fans, like you said, it's the legion of unfuckable losers. That's all it is. You look at everyone in her crew, and they just buy it. They don't give a fuck about the kid getting fucking fiddled on the roof by her brother. They don't care about the abuse, the arrests.
No.
None of it matters. See, this is why I enjoy all this. I love seeing her fucking crumble.
Yes.
Like, I cannot wait for the day to where I hear that either she had a total mental breakdown, ended up in the psych ward, in the wing they probably named after her daughter by now. She's been there so many fucking times.
Yeah.
and she does this shit to everybody. Maybe she doesn't do it directly. She has her little peons do it. But she muckraked my dead sister-in-law, my whole family, my mother, like all that, and then cries about shit. Yeah. Well, you earned this, kid. You've earned every bit and more of it.
Yeah. And by the way, here is the call.
Yeah. How about this one?
Right.
Well, she's real good at fooling stupid people.
She's
Like
real good.
that is a
She's real
skill.
good.
I mean,
Hi,
you look
come
at
on,
her
give me a break.
audience and stuff. Hey, you were stupid. I got stupid a little. We made the mistake.
I was
I'm talking about the
extremely
ones that
naive.
even after this are gonna blindly defend it. They'll be like, well, maybe her vagina had COVID. That could happen.
The chick in the middle there was the one. Krusty was the best man in her wedding. And yes, I said best man. She was the best man in that woman's wedding. And she is the one, that woman in the middle. She came on the show and did like a tell-all. And she was like, she told the story. Krusty lived at her apartment and left her rotted, crusty panties in the apartment after she like moved out. Like, so that's how she got the nickname Crusty Panties. It was from that woman. You know,
Panties thing is the cherry on the piece of shit sundae. Like, what the guy there say? It looked like her fucking cunt had a nasal infection.
Yeah.
Is that what he said? Something like,
oh God, that's just foul. How about this?
this
one?
is fucking up my kid. Da, 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 da. That's when an adult human being logs the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, that's the end of it. No, I'm hurting my fucking mental fucking midget child. I have to fucking stop this, period. Even a dick like me would stop.
She's never
But
stopped
she
anything
doesn't.
that hurt her kids, though. She's never stopped a single thing that hurt her kids.
Yeah.
And as far as the whole we can't fucking talk about our kids bullshit, I never knew about our kids until she brought them up. And like the video you showed, you know, all that. Oh, why are they talking about me? Because you've been a focal point for this bitch's attention-starved fucking empty head, and you brought him into this.
Oh, indigenous isn't when you put your fingers in a dog's butt?
No.
Oh.
No, that's what Kate's son put in his fucking sister. That's what the fucking
What?
indigenous.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
How about? Oh no, you guys want to keep fucking?
That's not an allegation you get to make, you piece of
She
shit.
Oh no,
ate
it's
it.
actually in the DCF. And then, so that happens. So this is what he has to do to get back in. This is he had to grovel. You want to hear some groveling? How about this? Hold on, I got it. Because again, he had to get back into good graces. So
All right, so fuck it. I apologize. I do feel terrible about the things I said about
No,
you and
you
your
don't.
family. No, fuck that. I know you don't care. But just for me, I think I have to say I'm sorry, because if people did that to mine, I would feel a certain kind of way. And so, yeah, the one apology you fucking assholes get is, and it's the worst one that'll make him sting the most, is 𝗃𝗄𝗏. I honestly apologize to you about the things I've said about you.
Thank you, Bret. I actually probably don't.
And then she's like, then this one, he is where he talks. She talks to the kid.
But
Watch
so
this.
before that show, it was literally me, Kate, her daughter, and your neighbors, I think.
Yeah.
Where you kept having to tell them to shut the fuck up because they were getting too loud. And this fucking little sociopath daughter of Kate's was telling me to shut my fucking mouth. Like, she had no qualms about telling, hey, listen, faggot. And I was just so shocked at the fact that's so your kid, man. Like,
yeah, she is.
No, I'm sure that's real proud of calling another man a faggot. And here's 2 minutes and 15 seconds of Bret coughing. I won't make you listen to the whole thing. So that's the history of Bret. I understand some people are new here. So Bret used to be on my show. He said some of the most horrible things ever about Crusty Panties and her kids. She always talks about me attacking her kids. It was just Bret. Like, Bret was the one that would say shit like that. And then she was so offended by that she welcomed him back with open arms and allowed him around the same kids that he accused of putting digits in his sister. Okay. I didn't recruit him. Bret was a guy in the comments section. Like, he has been around since like 2014.
And he was just like, dude, this guy's, I used to get high and just read Bret's comments and be like, dude, this dude's a trip. This dude, like, you look at him and you're like, bro, how's this guy even real? Like, whatever. Like, I thought he'd be dead by now. But apparently he's still alive. And he befriended 𝗵𝗏𝗄𝐿 Panty. So anyway, so this is the night after she messages me this fake story. And this is how it goes down. Let me see.
Sent clips. As soon as he started this bullshit, acting like he uncovered something, I literally got sent a link to People Magazine talking about it like a month beforehand. And I was like, well, if it was literally printed, you didn't uncover it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Or is that not the rule?
Well, what he means by uncover it is
this was their original cope, by the way. The original cope wasn't that I was wrong. It was that I didn't break the story. That was their original cope.
Mainlining slanted and inaccurate information fed to him by the defense team and Karen Reed's family members and friends, possibly one friend. I think she has one friend. But yeah, so to create a sensationalist circus where he intimidates state witnesses, intimidates ADAs, wraps everybody up into a mass conspiracy, vows to ruin their lives and attacks their innocent children, including unfortunately the victim's own family and the victims. Okay. Clearly that we fed Aidan terrible information just to prove to everybody how lackadaisical he is with the truth. Like, this is actually, like, you'll see very quickly his reckless disregard for the truth. Not that they're going to have to prove actual malice when the lawsuits hit, because these people are not public figures, as I understand. I'm not an attorney.
It's been 2.5 years now since this video. When is the lawsuit coming? I keep hearing about the lawsuits. John DePetro wants to know too. Every day I check the mailbox. There's no lawsuit. The only person being sued right now is fake victim.
But if they did, homeboy's got it covered. But let's start off light now. Let's start off light now, right? Okay, so the first thing that happened, and I actually didn't have anything to do. I found out about this afterwards. So shout out to 𝗫𝗍𝗃. 𝗫𝗍 and a neighbor of hers continue to feed Aidan bad stories that he just fucking runs with. So apparently they told Aidan that she was pregnant, 6 months pregnant, right? So he gets sent a screenshot of a comment that 𝗫𝗍 made with no context around it and a picture of her pregnant belly. And from that, he concocts this.
What? Okay. So I called a bitch pregnant and made fun of her for being fat. Okay, cool. What else you got?
He's about to put another.
Like, look at these sick people. This is why I hate all you Twitter. Honestly, I'm not above at this point just doxing every single one of you to high hell. Because, like, this is gross. Ooh. This is disgusting. That's not true. Like, you know it's not true.
Well, I mean, that search block fella's name is John Hanzo. Lives in a basement.
Oh, you mean Jeff Richardson? My Facebook page. I'm sorry. And I keep a thin layer of like code of conduct that I don't like to cross no matter how many times he does. But at this point, I don't care anymore. He's a terrible person, ruining people's lives for profit, exploiting the death of a police officer at that, right, for monetary gain. He's lying through his teeth with absolute reckless disregard for the truth, taking glee and destroying innocent people's lives who were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, right? And I know this definitively.
And selling merch of it, which is a nice scumbag move.
Full on 𝗫𝗍𝗃. He is packaging up a fake, fabricated police cover-up, a conspiracy that he knows is fake and fabricated, and he's working overtime to fabricate and just running with anything he gets about it. And he's profiting off of it, just like 𝗫𝗍𝗃. He's a terrible human being, and I know that bad things are happening to you right now, Aidan, and you're probably thinking that it might be me, but it's me. Just so you know, every single little annoyance, every single horrible thing that's happening to you right now, like, yeah, I've done it. Call the police, you bitch.
The co-host of what horrible things were happening to me in May of 2023. Like, nothing. I get arrested, but you heard it right there. Every single bad. Actually, I got to clip that one and send that to Bederow. Right? What'd she say? Every single bad thing. I got to play that one.
Bad things are happening to you. He knows it's fake and fabricated, and he's working overtime to fabricate and just running with anything he gets about it. And he's profiting off of it, just like 𝗫𝗍𝗃. He's a terrible human being, and I know that bad things are happening to you right now, Aidan, and you're probably thinking that it might be me, but it's me. Just so you know, every single little annoyance, every single horrible thing that's happening to you right now, like, yeah, I've done it. Call the police, you bitch.
Oh. Okay. We'll definitely be clipping that one. Send that to Bederow tomorrow. I missed that part. Go ahead.
Co-host of the Masswell Troll Mafia report program that Carl Dugall gets his news from. And she has not been around much, I guess. And there's a reason why. And she's apparently, at least she's telling people, she's pregnant. She's like 6 months pregnant. I shit you not. Check this out.
Oh, this is about
underneath.
Okay. He has no idea what he's talking about. Look at how freely he let Aidan out of the 2 hours, pulled one thing that he claimed was 𝗃𝗃. He's shitbags here. Like, as off, right? This is awful. So that's the first lie that he ran with. Here's the doozy, though. Here's the doozy. And then we're going to go with, this is a 3-for-1. 3 fake stories he ran with in one live stream. Fantastic. Yes, okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. So, let me just play this real quick, and then we're going to go from here. This is going to be my good faith retraction on this statement, too. So I told a little fib, and I'm sorry about that. And it was damaging to somebody, but I'm here right now putting on the record. This was 100% a fabrication out of my own mind. It is not reality at all. I sent this just to fuck with Aidan to prove that he does not have that information at all.
Okay.
He will run with any sort of gossip that bolsters his claims, and I want to prove this. So anyone who believes him should realize that A lot of this is getting sent out. I just went ahead and I emailed 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗺sports@gmail.com. I wrote based on a movie plot. This is based on a movie plot. You could do the same thing. You would probably run with it too. If anyone gets their fake stories mentioned by this schmuck, please email me. We'll have a prize for you. Listen to this.
Again, this is an honor. Okay, so she is admitting now that she's the person that sent me that Mia Rose email about Colin Albert, and she's doing this just to fuck with me. Like, this is sport. Like, imagine having. Again, I wasn't talking about her. I had I'm just covering the Karen Reed story, which has nothing to do with her. And she's like, I have to insert myself into this. I have to take the opposite position. I have to. And not only that, I have to fuck with him. I have to pretend, just be deceptive and spread a lie about, you'll see what she says here. I don't know who this person is, but I'm just going to read. And by the way, what did she say there about, like, again?
My good faith retraction on this statement too. So I told a little fib, and I'm sorry about that. It was damaging to somebody, but I'm here right now putting on the record. This was 100% a fabrication out of my own mind. It is.
So she admits this was damaging to someone. Who did it damage? Oh, it damaged Chris, and especially Colin Albert. So this is a lie that Colin Albert sold drugs out of D&E Pizza. Okay. He lied. And Richie says here that Colin could sue her. That's defamation. Not only that, Colin could have her arrested for witness intimidation because Chris Albert has complained to the DA's office that a lie is being spread about his son, Colin Albert, on the internet, that Colin's a drug dealer, and that this is causing Colin and Chris emotional harm. And what did she say right there? She admits that. What does this cause? What does that cause?
My good faith retraction on this statement too. So I told a little fib, and I'm sorry about that. It was damaging to somebody, but I'm here. It was
damaging to somebody. So that was emotionally damaging to Colin Albert, making up this lie, because a lot of people believed this lie, starting with Shaun of the Gulf, who had a YouTube program and a presentation in which he frequently talked about this. And a lot of people believed Shaun of the Gulf. Some people still do, but most don't. And it's just a complete lie that she began in an attempt to troll me out of sheer boredom.
Right now, putting on the record, this was 100% a fabrication out of my own mind. It is not rooted in reality at all. I sent this with it too. If anyone gets their fake stories mentioned by this schmuck, please email me. We'll have a prize for you. Listen to this.
Again, this is an honor. Like, I don't know who this person is, but I'm just going to read the email that I got out loud. Right, bear with me. Because, hi, I've been really scared to talk to anyone about this. And I know I'm not the only one, but I see you're keeping people anonymous, and I think it's important people know. The problem that Colin Albert had with John O'Keefe is that Colin Albert sells pills and weed, and John knew about it because he lived across the street from one of Colin's friends who runs Colin. Colin's dad knows, and sometimes the drugs go to the pizza shop, from what I've heard. The whole Albert family makes money from it. I don't know, that's like that makes it a little far-fetched. Like, you're making the Albert family relies on marijuana sales and what other pill sales. Come on, like that sounds. I'm just reading the email. So I literally say, this sounds far-fetched. I'm announcing that I've gotten an email with a tip that I'm saying out, but I'm like, I don't really find this that credible so far. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doubting it. I'm expressing skepticism of this story. So basically her attempt to trick me has failed, because she attempted to prove that I would just run with anything. And instead I did the exact opposite. I explained that I received an allegation in my email that just didn't add up, you know, from it. And I don't know if his Uncle Brian knows or not, but I think he probably does, and explains why they're really covering it up. I have screenshots of Colin selling drugs because, sadly, I have bought from him before. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
So interesting.
So again, this person asked for anonymity. They will be granted it. Just to be clear, I have not said your name, and I'm not going to say your name.
Yeah.
Very trustworthy man.
You are
until you don't dance do what I tell you to dance.
Oh,
do.
he said you're safe with me. I don't want anonymity. I sent you that email, you dumb motherfucker. Right now, he's
So funny.
feeling skeptical. First of all, if you don't know, like, this is an 18-year-old kid that he's already accused of murder with no solid evidence, and now he's throwing out like, "Hey, check it out. Sounds like he sells drugs too." And I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. He didn't even respond to this email before reading it out and running with it. And listen to him spin it, because he's gonna try more and more to push it like it's legitimate. He's never vetted this in his life because it is 100% fabrication on my part. I'm going to show you the email in a minute from the login that I have, because I wrote it.
Like, what does she think this is proving? She admits that she made up a lie about Cole and Albert selling drugs. And here I am casting doubt on the story because it's not making much sense. And she's just like, got him. Oh, this motherfucker will run with any lie that I make up, that she made up. Like, that's crazy.
Like you
Bam.
That's interesting. Colin talked a lot about getting John because Colin thought John had him under surveillance, but I don't know if he really did. Colin was also a huge part of bullying a girl named Erin Beatty. Pretty bad. Oh, this might be a legit email. Erin Beatty is the daughter of Tom. Tom Beatty was the person that Tim McCabe called 3 times that morning. And a lot of people thought, oh, is Tom Beatty in on it? No, Tom Beatty has since been accused of having sex with Karen Reed. And
oh my God, guys. Oh my God. So Tom Beatty and Erin Beatty, and I've been talking about these names for months now, but I think that I got it. Nothing brings me more pleasure than proving what a retarded hack this guy is in front of almost 1,500 people.
Nothing brings me more pleasure than proving what a retarded hack this guy is in front of 1,500 people. Ooh, big numbers there, Krusty. Nothing but that is true. Nothing brings her more pleasure than talking about me like that. That's fuck. I mean, I cannot get over that somebody has this type of time in their day to do this.
That woman wants to be doing right now is having relationships. Well, she's basically a prisoner in her own home, can't go anywhere. And is like, trying to save her life and not go to prison. Tom Beatty's daughter was called by Colin Albert at around 12:33 a.m. the night John O'Keefe was killed. We know he was at the house. It's a fact. Word is that he was asking Erin Beatty for a ride out of there. She didn't answer. She called him the next day. He said, never mind. She called him back because she was sleeping. And so that's interesting. And we know that the Beattys are like the only ones in town that didn't get in line with the McCabe. They didn't push. They're not like Kerry Roberts. Like Kerry Roberts has been a good dog. Good Kerry. Good.
Yeah, you're right.
The
about
Nagel
that.
kids. Julie Nagel, who was Brian Albert Jr.'s girlfriend.
No.
And,
Oh my God.
The other Nagel.
Oh my. See, I look back on myself 2 years ago and I'm like, wow, bro. Oh, he's a big gay and she's a big lesbo. Like that would not. 2 batteries with the wrong charges. This is not going to happen, Turtleboy. Like they were just 2 homosexual people hanging out. It's not. No, Turtle. I can't believe I thought that. Oh my God, Turtleboy. What were you thinking?
Brian Nagel.
The other
they've
Nagel.
been team. Whatever.
So he's complaining right now that every single witness to this incident has remained consistent with their stories implicating Karen Reed. That is what he's like. This is the absolute cocaine, Adderall, addled mess.
Oh, cocaine.
Condition that
Okay.
this man Braid is in, right? Like 42 grand jury witnesses. 42, right? That's
Oh,
just the
yeah.
grand jury witnesses. Not to mention the people that gave statements that didn't make it to the grand jury. Like, yeah. All these people are bad people because they haven't changed their story from the beginning. It hasn't changed to benefit his narrative.
So this is like the beginning of when she started to try to gain the approval of the McAlberts. This was like her first introduction into it of like, I am going to win over the McAlberts by trolling Turtleboy and proving that like I can do something useful for them. Because that's all she really wanted to be, was useful to somebody. And by just coming at, like she'd been looking for somebody to take an interest in her obsession with me for several years now, and she finally got it with these people
regarding Karen Reed. Yeah, they're good dogs for that, apparently.
And
Or,
this is probably a troll, so I shouldn't even humor them. But in case you're a real person, Gwen, you need to let her go. I let her go a long time ago, but here's the problem. She's central to the charges against me, as you're going to see. So stay tuned for the Bederow Megamotion. Stay tuned.
They're telling the truth, and Karen Reed is a lying whore who doesn't want to take accountability for the tragic loss of life that resulted from her negligent drunk driving.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Sarah Levinson, shut her fucking mouth. They did their job. Emily Fabiano did her job. They shut their mouths. But the Beatties did not. The Beatties did not get in line. And they have.
And when he's talking about the Beatties, just so we're clear, they're not witnesses to this at all. Right. They're not witnesses to this at all.
So true.
Been bullying Tom's daughter for quite some time now. People are telling me. A lot of people are telling me this. That this girl has been severely bullied.
She was.
For
Jill Harris
not
and
getting in
Thomas
line with the Alberts and doing the exact opposite. That's
She did.
So there's that.
It's true. You're
So
right.
He was also a huge part of bullying this girl, 𝗵𝗵𝗲𝗍𝗵, pretty bad. This emailer doesn't. The fact that this emailer calls it this girl 𝗵𝗵𝗍𝗵 suggests they don't know that I know who she is. Shows what kind of person he really is. I really think what happened is he followed through with what he was saying about John. That sounds so fucking legit. Again, we will look into that.
So legit.
But that is the first time I've heard this angle.
Yep.
That Colin Albert is selling drugs. And I
Yeah,
would
the part about the beaties I found real. Like she sprinkled that in there because she knew that was legit. Look at that face, Turtleboy. Is that the Turtleboy cum face? What's going on there, Turtleboy? What is that thing? Oh, bro. Keep it in your pants, pal. Put that thing away.
not be the least bit surprised if Colin Albert is selling drugs and that John might have known about
Did
it.
his inner drag queen just come out there?
I think so. Go off, Queen.
Dude, he got real gay at the end of that son.
Complete reckless
He said,
disregard.
I would not be surprised. I was like, what the fuck?
She said, this seems like a legit email. Yeah, like if you don't know if it's legit, why the fuck are you reading it out loud, you idiot? Because he has complete reckless disregard for the truth. Does not care. Look at that. Look at that.
He has complete reckless disregard for the truth, says a person who intentionally sent an email that was filled with lies that defamed Colin Albert and that you intended to get me to say to my audience. Like what? And I did read this out loud to my audience with the caveat that I don't, there's no evidence backing any of this up. And then Sean of the Gulf runs with it. Like, this is crazy.
Okay. Yeah, weird, Aidan. This was sent at 3:30. 3:30. Okay. You went live about it at what, like 9? Didn't follow up with it.
You are safe here.
Yeah. Didn't follow up with it until 10:20 a.m. So several hours go by before he even bothered to ask follow-up. He ran with this completely cocked, just full in, always in, never out. Yeah.
Full in? What?
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And like, trust me, like, there's a mountain of evidence that still has yet to come out. Like, this woman wouldn't even let the prosecutors into her phone.
Speaking of mountain of evidence, stay tuned for the Bederow Megamotion, where this will almost certainly be entered into evidence. But go off.
The witnesses that they're trying to finger as the true culprits gave their phones over willingly. To this day, they still haven't accessed it because, number one, she wouldn't give them the passcode. She wouldn't allow them the phone without a warrant. And she lawyered up within 24 hours of this accident and then had attorney-client privilege messages that they used to block access to the phone. Lots of information on that phone. Lots of information on the laptop upstairs that she went to when she sat and stared and watched this man's nephew get told that his uncle was dead, the man that had raised him for 8 years. And then went upstairs with her father to where the laptop is, and there's ring camera footage missing. They took the laptop. They took the Lexus with black box that will tell when impact happened.
Really?
And how fast she was going, right? You've got witness statements.
When impact, I don't think they ever proved when any impact, they never proved an impact happened. They certainly didn't prove when. And they had to change their whole clock over that. And man, Shannon, they brought in a guy with a fake college degree, which sounds a lot like 𝗵𝗏𝗏, to explain when that happened.
Match up
Didn't go very
100%.
well.
People that don't have a reason to, right? It's damning. This dog and pony show might work in front of gullible idiots like all of you fucking conspiracy theorists in my comment section. Go, oh, what about his arm? Yeah, the medical examiner and the emergency room staff both said blunt force trauma. Abrasions from a blunt object, such as a car bumper, perhaps, or a rear quarter panel. Not a.
Dude, they can't even keep their story straight. That was what they used to say caused the dog bites on his arms, was the rear quarter panel. That's what they said, because Trooper Paul, these are the people saying we're in a cult. They hadn't been fed the lie that the taillight caused the dog bites on his arm. They were like, they didn't know what caused the dog bites on their arms. Like, maybe it was the quarter panel. Maybe it was this. And then they show up at the trial and Joe Paul is like, psych, it was the taillight. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And they call us in a cult. Like, this is wild.
Dog bite. No, nobody has come up with a dog bite except for the paid defense witness, right? That just saw a picture, didn't even examine the body. John O'Keefe's friends, his family, anyone close to him, those poor children, all know who did it. And it's Kearney, right? Like, seriously. You know, and all of these people are willing to jump on to this sick, sad sense of mob justice and destroy innocent people's lives because they want to feel like they're doing something. And Aidan is profiting off of you. He went full chili last night and he did a fundraiser. He went full chili to Castro and he did a fundraiser. Oh, guys.
For what?
Donate to me and I'll give 50% to Karen Reed. Exactly like Chili Castro does. Exactly what we shit on him for. Exploiting tragedy. Why? So
not the first time he took money.
So I donated. Oh, because that was right when I started. Thanks for pointing that out, 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗧𝘂. That was right when I started Karen Reed's fundraiser. I started it. I didn't create the actual link. It was my idea to start, because Karen Reed, I'm like, why don't you have a fundraiser Why don't you have like a GoFundMe or something? And she's like, should I? I'm like, yes, you absolutely should. And then I started off that night with the first fundraiser for it, and we ended up raising $1.1 million for her legal defense fund. $1.1 million for her legal defense fund. And you know what I want in return for that? Nothing. I don't think I'm owed anything for that. So enjoy the $1.1 million that it was my idea to create that defense fund. I got the ball rolling, and I did a fundraiser for it on May 28th that really upset 𝗵𝗵𝗃, because we donated, I think, like $1,500 that night. I think we raised for 𝗵𝗃. So we did that. But again, you know, I'm not owed anything
from someone else and then never gave it to him, though, if I remember correctly.
Well, it looks like, according to what I've heard,
I paid for that.
He raised almost $3,000 and he donated $1,000 and some change. So he said 50%. He landed about 30%. Who's keeping track, right?
Yeah.
You know,
free $2,000 to free $2,000.
Just a lie. Just lying.
Someone made a comment that says, for the record, getting a lawyer is always a smart move and never an admission of guilt.
You're
Is
right,
very
actually,
true.
let me take that back. You're right.
Don't talk to the cops.
Yeah. No.
Stealing.
Having cocktail glass and human hair on your bumper after you've told several witnesses, oh my God, I hit him. Probably not as smart.
What?
Not as smart. Yeah, he goes on. But this is not the only fake story that he ran with this either. This is my favorite one. You guys are going to love this. Let's just listen to it in fucking.
And this idiot is out here. Other than the 𝗄𝗏 𝗃𝗃 story. And then she explains where she got that screenshot from.
To anyone who's affected, but I had to prove a point here. But look, I looked up a drug dealing screenshot and I sent it to him. That's all. He bothered to vet it.
To check it.
Aidan is not in a courtroom. He's not an attorney. This is not, bad to me today. It's really spot on. The Commonwealth is bound by law. They can't lie. Okay. The only thing that they can present is hard evidence that they can back up and prove.
Oh, yeah.
The defense, on the other hand, is hired and paid to lie. That's literally their job, right? Is to come up with the best story to get the client off, right? So two big differences here. Now, the defense is privileged to do that within the courtroom. It's literally their job. Aidan is not in the courtroom. He's not an attorney. This is not, this is not his function or his job. And these people are not public figures. They're just regular people. Children, in the case of Colin Albert, he's 18 years old. He's a high school senior, right, who's done nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. Even the defense won't go so far as to blame Colin Albert. They're blaming Brian Albert. And Aidan just willingly calls him a fucking drug dealer because his number one enemy in life sent him an email, and he couldn't even be bothered to vet it.
To check it, yeah.
He couldn't wait 24 hours. He could not wait 24 fucking hours just to see, like, could I get any proof off this? I sent him a screenshot that I literally, look, and he hasn't run with this yet. He probably won't now, thank God, because I was like, yeah, I don't want this to go too far. And I'm making an admission of this, like, just so we're clear. Like, I'm not hiding from what I've done. I absolutely did this. Sorry to anyone who's affected, but I had to prove a point here.
Okay.
I looked up a drug dealing screenshot and I sent it to him. That's all. He absolutely doesn't vet this at all. Can't even be bothered.
Imagine this is your life.
I can't even believe how good he must have felt when he was like, I finally found the motive that the defense can't come up with. Here it is. It's drug dealing through a pizza shop.
Pizzagate 2.
Right? I was going to say right next to the
Electric
children.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're going to get pizza.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, imagine that's like your life. Like, that's just wild to me. But anyway, so there's that. So that's a little high. That's a little insight. One of many, 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 many things in the Bederow Megamotion, and it's fine. It's like we are just they wanted to make that vile, disgusting pig the centerpiece of their investigation, because you know how many McAlberts sent in clips to Brian Tully of me? 0. Without 𝗵𝗃, I'm not indicted ever. Like, none of them sent clips in. The McAlberts couldn't figure out how to get me charged with something. The McAlberts tried to get orders on me and failed. They didn't know what to do. They weren't organized. They didn't have a sick obsession with me. She did. She is the reason I was charged. Like, without her, there's no charges. And we got receipts for all that because we got all Tully's emails. We got every email that was ever sent to or from Brian Tully, supposedly. 4,727 pages of them. And boy, did she email a lot. And now we got him. And you know who never once emailed Brian Tully and said, hey, here's a clip of something? Brian Albert, Colin Albert, Chris Albert, Jennifer McCabe, Matt McCabe, Elizabeth Proctor, Michael Proctor, Julie Albert, 𝗵𝗃𝗃, Julie Nagel. Not one of them ever wrote an email to Brian Tully saying, check out this video clip of Turtleboy saying something. There is only one person who ever did that, and her name is 𝗺𝗵𝗵𝗧𝗂𝗍𝗶. She is the only reason I am charged with any crimes. And so they wanted to make her the found. And by the way, we got communications of her with 𝗃𝗃𝗃, with 𝗃𝗃𝗃, go down, all of them, Mello. They all deputized her like lead detective in this whole thing. And so they want, that's fine. If that's your lead, if that's your main source, then we're going to impeach your credibility the fuck out of you. And y'all lied during the grand jury. You guys lied to that grand jury. It was intentional. It was with malice. They know everything that they did. These motherfuckers think I'm going to jail. Oh, not even in the cards. Not even close. Not even close. If this survives another 6 months, it'll be a fucking miracle. And if it does, then we go to trial. Then we go to fucking trial. And then I smoke them there. I'm not even remotely worried. I don't care who's on the fucking jury. You will never, ever, ever, ever get a jury to convict me of any of this shit. Hopefully it'll be a nice, quick acquittal. And God forbid if there was let's suppose something went horribly wrong and I was convicted of something, right? I got convicted of witness intimidation against Jennifer McCabe or whoever. This is Massachusetts, mofo. You think Judge Doolin is going to sentence me to a day in prison over this? Over what? Who the fuck got hurt here? When people go to jail in this country, when they steal from other people, when they sexually abuse other people, when they cause physical harm to other people. That's what people go to jail for. When they sell drugs to other people that kill them, that's what people go to jail for. People in the United States of America do not go to fucking jail because they have a YouTube show that makes Jennifer McCabe upset. It's not I hate to break it to you guys, but at the end of the day, nobody got fucking hurt. Nobody. And any claims that you have are better dealt with in civil court. You can sue me whenever you want. You never do, but you're more than welcome to sue me whenever the fuck you want to do that. So go ahead, give it a shot. I'm going to read some turtle chats here. Okay. Ooh, close one. I just saw the results in the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 bracket. Speaking of, that's a real close one. It's right. Actually, it's not that. It's at right now. I'm not going to say who's winning. Man, you want me to give you the percentages right now? These are close. So in the Higgins, 𝗺𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 one right now, it's at 57-43. I'm not saying who's got the 57 and who's got the 43. In the Jen McCabe and Michael Morrissey run right now, it's at 63-37. I'm not saying who has 63, and I'm not saying who has 37. In the Proctor versus Auntie Bev region, it's at 56-44. I'm not saying who has 56, and I'm not saying who has 44. And in the final region, the Brian Tully versus fake victim region right now, the vote count in that right now is 1,873 to 1,870. It is the closest one of the fourth. It's at 50-50. 3 votes are separating them. And you guys know those are the two I hate the most of all of them, because those are the two that put me in jail, basically. And I mean, I don't want to influence the jury or how you guys voted, but I voted for fake victim because fuck her, fuck her. And, but that is a fucking close one. That is the closest one of the 4 right now. But all of these are relatively close. This is what it's all about, folks. This is why it's the best time of the year. Ratchet Madness. Take it in. The madness is here, folks. There we go. Okay. All right, next up. What if it's a tie? That's a good question. We've never had a tie before. I don't know. A ratchet off. Oh, is the turtle chant not working? Oh, don't crap out of me. Donations. Oh, no, it's crapping out of me. I can't get on the fucking website, so I can't read the donos. Hold on. Let me try to get another way on my phone. Do Cash App if you want to do one. I'm Cash App $ Uncle Turtleboy. The website's having some issues right now because the plugin that I'm using for the goddamn, I have a new plugin for the voting and it's causing some issues. So I can't use that plugin again. It's causing too many issues. Yeah, can we get some, if you're new here, smash that subscribe button for me, please. I see 5,720 of you still here right now. That's cool. We are at 163,724 subs. So we are 276 away from 164,000. Can we get to 164,000? We'll find out. Give us a little, we'll take it. Don't cost nothing. Smash that subscribe button. Let me refresh it. Nothing. 724 still. Let's go. Come on. It's free to subscribe to my channel here. Okay. While this is loading, if this ever loads, hopefully it loads soon. Try to stay off the website now if you can, because it's causing. Oh, okay. Oh, we got it. I think I got it. Okay. It finally loaded. Let me read some here. Okay. We got Melanie sends $25, goes, "Hey, Turtle. I'm the one who thanks you for saying Moose Up Connecticut twice in your weekend live show. I know. Are you coming to Danielson for the 𝗧𝗄𝗃 hearing tomorrow?" That's tomorrow. I can't make it. Can't make it on short. But best of luck to 𝗀𝗄𝗃𝗺. That is, I mean, that is the most convenient part of Connecticut for me to go to is Danielson. But I can't make it. So keep me posted. Moose Up, Connecticut. Melanie sends $25. No, I already read the one. 𝗵𝗵𝗆 sends $10. Goes, "Love you, Turtleboy. Did you ever find out why 𝗫𝗏𝗍 and 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 can't go on your show? Have you spoken to them? Do you think Alan had a deal with Howie to get Karen on first?" No, I don't. No, there's no deal. I mean, she wasn't paid as far as I know. So I don't know anything about that. As far as David and 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃, I know they were initially told, as was Victoria George, not to go on any shows. They were asked by Karen, told them not to go on any shows because she was trying to maximize, I guess, money-making ability by like keeping, you know, if you don't talk about it, then the content becomes more valuable. Right. And they obviously were like, and I don't blame them for this at all. They were like, "No, I'm just going to do whatever I want." And I don't, as you saw Alan Jackson when he came on my show, he had a little subtle jab at them over that. We all heard it. That was definitely a subtle jab at 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 and 𝗫𝗏𝗃𝗃. And and honestly, I don't blame them at all. Like if I were Bob 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃, I'd be like, I just did this all for free and took time away from my family and my law practice to do this. And also, sorry, but I'm the MVP because let's keep it a buck. I did all the hard ones. Like he did. They were all great. They're all great attorneys. But Bob 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 was the one who did the technical shit like that very few people could do about like, and they're all very talented lawyers, but like he got the not fun ones. He got fucking Man Shannon and Judd the Chud. And, you know, I forget all the other ones he had, but he had the really, he had all that. He had 𝗺cie𝗵𝗆. I think 𝗺cie𝗵𝗆 wanted to make out with him by the end of that. And he learned it all on the go. Like he fucking killed it, man. So he did all that for free. So I'm sorry. If I'm Bob 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 and the client that I just worked for, who I no longer represent, and I just did all this for free for, tells me I'm not going, you can't go on a show, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go on anyway. That's just what I would do. If I was Bob 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃, I would just be like, yeah, I'm just going to kind of do whatever I want. And it was nice representing you for free, but you don't control me like that. I don't blame him at all for that. And I definitely think there's some tension there between them. I mean, we saw it on the show, right? When Alan was on. I mean, that was a jab. That was clearly a jab, at them. But why won't they come on my show? I don't fucking know. Maybe I haven't asked in 2 months. Maybe that's changed. But they were definitely given a directive not to go on any shows, and they went on a bunch anyway. And I kind of think that Alan coming on my show was also kind of a jab at them a little bit. But like, fine, fuck it. We're going to go on to, I think it was a little bit, but again, that's what you get when you have a bunch of alphas, and they're all alphas, all of them, including the client. Like they're all, every single person involved in that, maybe except for Elizabeth Little, who's just a silent assassin. Alan, Bob, David, and Karen are all like alpha personalities, and you can't have that many alphas. It's not a relationship that's built to last. It's a relationship that works for a trial and come together and whatever. But I definitely think there was some sort of, it would be perfectly natural for that to happen too, by the way. It's not like a bad thing. It's going to happen. Like it's, you can't have too many, like John Lennon can't be the whole Beatles. There has to be a Ringo Starr. There has to be, like, sorry, Okay. But like you won't know to your ask. Maybe I have. Maybe I know more. We'll see. Okay. But again, not my spot to tell. All right. Next up. But yeah, maybe I do have. Just stay tuned, especially for Mr. Yannetti. Just stay tuned. Maybe something in the books there. We'll see. Elizabeth sends $10 and goes, "Hey, Dr. Turtle. Hi from Kansas City. I just wanted to say, fuck the haters. You're not a loser. You are truly an inspiration. I'm a medical professional, and I've had an interest in pursuing journalism to cover topics related to the dark side of healthcare, the food industry, and big pharma. Watching your passion for justice and for getting to the truth were the extra push I needed to truly start pursuing it." Well, I'm glad to hear, Elizabeth. I'm glad I can inspire you to do great things. That's awesome. Nancy sends $10, goes, "I think you may have forgot that if not for your voice, Helena would still be chief. Tom Theodore and John Connelyy would have been reelected, and no one would know Chris Albert killed Peter Berger. Never, ever forget you are the mayor of Canton. You single-handedly may have saved that town. They owe you a statue." So, quick point of order there. I can't take credit for something that I don't feel I deserve credit for, and I don't feel I deserve credit for that. I think that, but I appreciate the very nice compliments you have there. That Tom Theodore and John Connelyy are no longer on the Board of Selectmen, not because of me, it's because of Rita Lombardi and people like her running grassroots campaigns and focusing on Canton. And they're the ones that did it. I cannot take credit for that in the least. I appreciate the sentiment. I can take credit for making it well known that Chris Albert killed Peter Berger. I fully accept responsibility for that. I also take responsibility for exposing Helena Rafferty, the fact that she hit a man and then didn't report it to anyone in Canton while driving a police vehicle. Yeah. But I am the mayor of Canton. That's correct. Carrie sends $20 and goes, "In regards to getting bothered by the comments, in the wise words of Taylor Swift, I know you're secretly a fan. Boy, you need to quote, think of your energy as if it's expensive, as if it's a luxury item. Not everyone can afford it, especially trolls in the comments." That's so true. My energy is a luxury item. You're not entitled to it. I have to remind myself of that. It's not worth my time. Thank you. My time is valuable. I appreciate that. Mammy Jamie sends $25, goes, "Hey, Unc, I've been following you since Busgate." Nice. Turtle, old school. You've gotten me through some tough times during chemo. All right. Hopefully you're doing okay. It breaks me to see the persecution of you, this complex dismissal of you, and what you've done for Karen Reed's movement hurts my heart for you. You worked so hard, broke stories and leads, and what you got in return is the threat of being ripped from your kids' lives. I'm so sorry that this is happening to you. I wish I could take it all away. Well, thank you, Mammy Jimmy. And that's very kind of you. You know, some would say the opposite. Some would say that, you know, that I went to jail because I couldn't keep my dick in my pants. I mean, that's what I was recently told, that, you know, oh, you didn't go to jail for Karen Reed. The charges have nothing to do with her. You went there because you couldn't keep your dick in her pants. And actually going to jail actually caused more harm for Karen Reed than actually me going to jail. The real victim in that was actually Karen Reed, because as a result of that, she was nearly indicted, except the person who nearly got Karen Reed indicted on conspiracy was actually Natalie, who is her friend that she introduced to me and is now a witness against me. So, I mean, we all make mistakes. Some of us meet, you know, or have something to do with 𝗫𝗏𝗃𝗃. Some of us trust Natalie, you know, we all make mistakes. We all have bad judgments of characters. But yeah, I mean, that's what somebody else told me the other day. They were like, you don't owe, Karen Reed doesn't owe you a thank you. You owe Karen Reed a thank you because she made you. I mean, that's what I was told the other day. And, you know, by one of the critics. And I'm like, I disagree with, I'm like, I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? I think you're right. So I would like to formally, just so I'm very clear, because I like to be polite. I mean, I'd like to thank Karen Reed for making me. She made me. She made me who I am. You know, she fed me this story. Without her, I'm nothing. And, you know, because I'm just a guy that was used and puppeteered and, you know, I mean, this is the narrative, right? So, you know, she made me who I am. So I thank Karen Reed for putting me. So I want to be perfectly clear. She does not owe me a thank you. I don't want to thank you. It's actually the exact opposite. I owe her a thank you because she made me. I just want to put that on the record. So thank you guys very much. Okay, next up. Let's see here. So thank you for that. Cool. Next, Nicole sends $5 and goes, "Hey, Mr. Media, I think Doolin can be added to the FKR daddy calendar for his love for Bederow. Not yet. I'll allow it. Anyone so excited for the Megamotion, free our cult leader." I would say that Doolin can make the daddy calendar if he dismisses the charges against me. That would be, we could all agree he's going on the calendar if he does that. If he doesn't, no dice, no daddy calendar. If he doesn't. Now that's not a bribe. You know what I mean? That's not a bribe. We're not saying do this and you get something in return. We're not saying that, but I think we can all agree he will make the daddy calendar. Anyway, back to this. Okay. Next up, Lamasu sends $25 and goes, "Kylie Kirkpatrick's trial starts September 22nd. You made that happen, dude. Does it really?" Oh, bro. If you guys don't know the Kylie Kirkpatrick story, that was one of the great scams that I exposed in California, in Napa, California. Believe it or not. This is in 2020, right before COVID happened. I exposed a woman by the name of Kylie Kirkpatrick who was using her then, 9-year-old son, Ryan, and pretending, what was the lie she had about him? Oh, yeah. She made up a lie that he gave away, that there were some kids in his class who couldn't afford school lunch. So he used his allowance to pay off their school lunch debts. And it led to this huge thing where Governor Newsom wrote legislation to say that no kid will ever go without school lunch. It was all based on a lie. They got free Super Bowl tickets over it. He got so, dude, read the Kylie Kirkpatrick story. It's one of the greatest exposés I've ever done, because apparently these people in Napa, California were really upset about this. And they, because this woman was making the news and affecting legislation over this lie. And people were harassing the school saying, "How dare you not give these kids their school lunch? How dare you make these kids go?" The school was smeared by it. And so the PTA, some mom on the PTA contacted me and was like, "You got to expose, we heard about you out here. Somebody in California, we heard about you. We heard our local newspaper is refusing to cover this."
the Napa Valley Register. So I'm like, okay. So I looked into it and I wrote about it, and I did a 6-part series on 𝗫𝗄𝗃 Kirkpatrick. It ended with her being arrested. It was crazy. She got investigated by the Napa Police Department, and I worked with the detective Darlene there, and I was going to be a witness in the trial. They haven't called me, so I guess I'm not. But 𝗫𝗃 Kirkpatrick, it has been going on for years, though, and she has joined the Krusty Panties segment. Like, she teamed up with Krusty. She's joined that segment. She's one of the trolls on Twitter. So it's just, she is the fucking biggest piece of shit ever, and she's insane. She never goes away. So thank you for that, 𝗃𝗃 I appreciate that. Next up, Mitch sends $10 and goes, you should have broken down the Charlie Adelson wiretap videos. He kept saying we can't talk about this on the phone, then goes right into asking hard-pressed questions. He kept doing this over and over again until he incriminated himself. Emily D. Baker did a little thing on this, and I was busting up. She was busting up. It was funny. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Was that entered into evidence today? I'm not sure, but I definitely like to learn more about that. Donna sends $25 and goes, hey, Turtleboy, you look great in orange. Hey, I booked 2 tickets over the weekend, but I did not see the option to buy tickets for your VIP after the show. It's all part of the VIP ticket package. They get it after the show. So it's like, it is what it is. You got to have the VIP tickets for that. I'm a true fan, and I'm happy to pay for that experience. Please clarify how to do this. It's kind of too late, Donna. The VIP tickets sold out like real quick. I didn't know we could sell that. I would have sold more. I thought those would be the hardest tickets to sell. Those went first. They were gone. It was $250. Those ones. That's crazy. All right, next. Marcia sends $10, goes, yo, Turtle, it's your bitches from Winnipeg, Canada again. Nice. Winnipeg Turtlettes. I just wanted to say how much we love and appreciate you, and you're genuinely so excited for our trip to see you at the Wilbur. As you know, the national anthem animal of Canada is a beaver. I didn't know that, but that's awesome. The beaver, the Winnipeg Beavers. Love my Winnipeg Beavers. Okay. And yeah, let's see. So she goes on to say, so naturally we're bringing ours along for the ride. You're really bringing a beaver with you. P.S. My friend is really hoping she can get a picture with you and Jimmy after the show. She promises to keep her beaver in check and won't try to gnaw on any wood while posing. Is that a sexual thing? Is that filled with all sorts of sexual euphemisms? The beaver is chomping on the wood. I think I see what you did there. Just don't get disappointed. Auntie Bev ain't interested. Okay. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news there, but, and I can't tell. Are you really bringing an emotional support beaver to the Wilbur? Because you might want to call them and ask if you can. I don't know. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Leave your beaver at home, please. Thank you. Let's see. Where was that? Oh, Mitch Harper wrote that about Charlie Adelson. Isn't Mitch Harper from Ricky, Dicky, Sticky, and Dawn? Isn't that what they're called? I don't ask me. My kids are into that shit. So I think that's the name of, I don't know, the Harpers. I don't know. Okay. Next up. Did I read that one about you look great in orange? Kristen Brokaw sends $10 and goes, I will pay $100 extra for a VIP ticket to the Wilbur. I already have a mezzanine seat. How can I make that happen? Please, please, Uncle Turtleboy Crowd Daddy. Jesus Christ. Let me just email me. Email me and we'll see if we can make that. We'll see. I can't promise everything. I know what beavers, people are messing me. A beaver's a vagina. I get that. I know what beaver's a vagina. I'm not a fucking child. Okay. Next. I actually did get it. Thank you. Okay, cool. Do we have any more here? Let me read some Cash Apps here.
Lisa sends $25 and goes, heartbreaking. I can't be there, but we love you. And I love you too, Lisa. You are a great person, especially on Twitter where you slay all day and you defend the Turtleboy wall. And I really appreciate that. You're my homie. Thank you, Lisa. Okay. And we got turtle chats here. Jaina sends $5, goes, my daughter's in college and has a professor that's super passionate about the First Amendment and has made her really interested in 1A issues. So when she was home over the weekend, I schooled her on Turtleboy, and she's going to bring up your case in class this week. Good. As she should. This is as big as you get when it comes to the First Amendment. Thank you. Therese sends $10 and goes, I love them all, but I had a little bit of an issue when they were thanking journalists and the community, which is fine, but who drove the movement? Sorry, who was the journalist? I don't know. Maybe it was Sue O'Connell. Maybe it was Ted Daniel. You know, they've done a lot of work too. I kind of pissed. I'm not going to lie. It's called gratitude. Just saying thank you for all you do for you. But again, I appreciate the support there, but I want to set the record straight that I'm not owed a thank you. I owe Kearney a thank you because she made me and I am nothing without her. So I just want to be very, very, very clear about that. Thank you. Let me see. Do we have any others here? Okay. Nope. All right. And so anyway, the title was called like Trip Down Memory Lane. I had some other stuff that I was going to go over. I was going to play some of the first episode I did on this, but we'll save that for another night, won't we? We got plenty of content. I want to do that again where I go over the first episode that I covered on Karen Reed and just see everything that we got wrong and what we didn't know and just relive it. Cause it's interesting reliving it and be like, oh shit, I didn't know about that, you know? But, that should calm the nuts down. It should. Well, that's my whole point. Is like I'm just trying to squash this. You know, I don't want any problems. I just all the people that are like, you owe, she's owed, you're owed to thank you. No, I don't want to thank you. I want to say thank you. That's what I want to do, because again, she made me. I didn't exist before Karen Reed apparently. So, but yeah, just journalists. Yeah. Maybe she, you know, BLT's got a press pass. Maybe we should talk about him. Who knows? I did publish a whole book. That's true. I did publish a whole book. Yeah, everyone knows what a beaver is. Yeah. I wish we could play Blood Pizza. Blood Pizza. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, I do still have the puffy shirt, but I'm not gonna wear the pink puffy shirt for that. Nah. I know, right? No more John Barron. I mean, dude, I can't even go on John Barron. Like, fucking Dara Murphy has lost her ever-loving mind. Like, every time I go in there, I'm like, bro, how old are you? This is what you're doing all day. All you guys got to stop, bro. I'd like you guys all too. You know, we're all on the same team here. But, like, bro, can you get a little outraged about my charges? Can you take the energy that you have towards each other? And that includes all of you. I'd say both sides, but it's like the sides are, I don't even know who's on a side, what's on side. Like, I can't keep track of the sides. I go on there and I'm like, dude, this ain't hell. I don't know what's going on here, but none of this is healthy. And I told you guys this a month ago and they didn't care. They're just right back at it the next day. That's all you guys, all of you. And I love all of you, but y'all got to stop. You guys are too much, man. Too much. No, she didn't. I mean, she kind of did. And
she was not going to be in jail without me. She was going to be acquitted, regardless, no matter what. So, all I did was just make money off it, right? So it is what it is. I didn't do shit. Are we still doing purple to free TB? Yeah, I like purple, but green is acceptable too. I never picked an official color. I kind of went with purple and green. I favor purple, but green is also acceptable. But those are the two official colors. That's the color scheme of Free Turtle Boy is purple and green. We got our own brand, My boys loved me. They would have bought me a ticket to the Wilbur. Exactly. I have a bald beaver. Well, congratulations. It's not 1955. You should, as you should be mandated by law. Okay. John Barron came after you. Oh no. What are we going to do? I mean, sometimes I like John Barron, when John Barron's roasting Twisted Tragedies or whatever, like sometimes I agree with John Barron. I'm not going to lie. He's mean. He's mean to a lot of people, but I just don't like, he's kind of a little bitch when it comes to like deleting, stuff, because he switched sides and then he's deleted his past where he shits on them, and it's like, you got to own that. Even Twisted Tragedies hasn't deleted all her old stuff where she says what a great guy I am. Okay. Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat here. It's true. Baby Clay is John Barron. That's right. Oh, the Big E fights are starting soon. I used to, I used to write articles where I would go to the Big E and take a bunch of pictures of shit there and just write funny articles about it. That was like one of my first original blogs, was the Big E blog. But now I'm too well known. If I go to the Big E, I'm going to be fucking recognized by everyone. I can't even do that shit anymore. I'm not trying to brag. It's just how it is. I do believe that, Mike, just to be very clear. I want to put that perfectly out there. I do believe that. I think I got a little too cocky. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. And, I've had some time to think about it. And I just want to put that out there, that this was all, none of this was this was all, I'm just a minor play. Like the crowds you're seeing I didn't do that. That was Kyrie did that. So. They do look good together, and nobody does purple and green together. So there's that. Okay. There are no bad seats at the Wilbur. I believe it. All right, I'm going to fast forward to the most recent comments. Who's your PR guy telling you to sound like this by now? It's just, I'm just trying to be a team player here. That's all I'm trying to do. Just trying to quell the waters here. I don't want any problems. I don't want any accolades. It's not why I did this. I already grifted enough off of this. I'm good. All right. Anybody else? I've lost my mojo, Clara. Oh, no. Whatever will I do? Okay. I don't know. I feel like I have my mojo still, I feel like I'm good. And like, look at the numbers tonight. It was like, what, 6,500 people in the chat at the beginning. It's like, people forget that like prior to the trial, that was like the first night I covered the Kearney story, I got 2,100 live viewers. I was like, holy shit. I can't believe I had that many people. And now I'm getting more than 3 times that on a slow night. So it's like, if this is a slow night, I'll take it. I did not watch the Ohio State game because I was on my way, Anthony, to the Red Sox that day to watch them lose to the Pirates. But
congratulations to your Buckeyes. You know, Arch Manning's a fraud, but you still won the game, so good for you. All right. And yes, thank you, Jessica. I watched Turtleboy for years. Clara, he hasn't lost. Exactly. She's been around. She knows. And Jessica, by the way, sent me the night. She did. I'll never forget Jessica because she did one of the nicest things ever for me when I was in jail. She sent my children she asked permission to do this first. She didn't just do it out of nowhere. She's like, can I send them like a Valentine's Day package? And, you know, they were so excited when she put like my name on it, like it's from me. And they were so excited about the Valentine's Day packages that they got. The community really rallied behind me when I was in jail and by helping my family out, you know, especially my kids, you know, they were not forgotten in all this because they were also victims of 𝗬𝗨 and the fake victim and all these other douchebags and crusty panties, you know? And so, because you lose your dad for 60 days, that's not just punishing me, it's punishing them. So that was very thoughtful, Jessica. And I will you'll always have a special place in my heart for what you did for my family. Roman Anthony got hurt. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't. No, hopefully it's not bad. Hopefully it's not bad. I hope not. Lisa Gray sends $10, by the way. She goes, hey, Turtleboy, I can't wait for the Wilbur. Will you have new merch for the show? Purple and green, maybe. No, because all my merch is online. So it's unfortunately no. But we'll see. Yes, and I have been meaning to write about the Turtleboy, the Shrewsbury terrorist. Yes. Tomorrow, I plan on writing about that. I was doing Bederow Megamotion all day today. But, yeah. All right. Anybody else got anything to say before we call it a night? Strained oblique, getting an MRI. Pray for Roman Anthony. If we lose him, we're fucked. He is awesome. I love that guy. That guy is great. Like, we were right next to Roman Anthony the whole game. He came over, caught a foul. We were right my kids, he's like their new favorite player. They love Roman Anthony and Trevor Story. It's just a cool name, too. Roman. That's Charlie Adelson's fucking kid's name, too, is, by the way, Roman. But that's a cool name. Roman Anthony. That's a cool fucking name. Wish my name was Roman Anthony. All right. Think about it. Roman Anthony's 21 years old. He was either not born yet or like a literal fucking baby when the Red Sox won in 2004. Think about that. That's fucking crazy. Is it not? Crazy. All right. Anyway, going to the Sox 9-14. Nice. Who are they playing? I know they play Toronto a bunch in the final month. I think so. We're in the playoffs, baby. We got like a 98% chance of getting in. We're in. So let's fucking go. The only question is who we playing and can we win the division? We played Toronto a bunch in the stretch. Can we win the American League East? Wouldn't that be a nice, cool thing? Wouldn't it? Get a first round bye. Wouldn't that be cool? But playoffs, exactly. Is there a game on 9/13? That's a good question because of the show, wouldn't there? That'd be a cool thing to go to. Yeah, let me look into that. I can't do it. All right, guys. Anyway, I am going to call it a night, but I love all you fine people. And thank you guys so much for all the love and all the support. Yeah, we will see you guys all for the next episode of Turtleboy Live on Saturday. And we'll see the rest of you people for Sax Cult on Thursday. All right. Peace, Turtle Riders.